Pickaxe.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of YOMP.
You get very creative with your intros. That was like a Marvel movie.
Yeah, gotta change it up.
It's like so high pitched.
Who is that we hear?
It's me, Boof.
Yo, no way!
I'm the most important guest you can have.
Oh my god, is this your first time on the podcast, Boo? Jeez.
It may as well be. I have no idea what's going on.
Introduce yourself, Boof. Tell us all who you are.
My name is Boof, also known as Sophie, and I am the co-host of this fabulous movie-based podcast in which we go on tangents that, like AI and handbags and stuff.
Wait, what?
I was gonna say every episode's a fugue state, so every time we do one, it's like Yeah.
Welcome to the fugue state RTGame.
Oh, thank you very much for having me. I'm excited to have no recollection of this podcast and to
Same
wake
here.
up tomorrow and be like, what did we just
It
talk
was
about?
all a dream, RT. It was all a dream.
You know, my therapist keeps saying that lately and it's getting me concerned.
Did you talk to any friends today, RT? I made a new friend today. Real or imaginary? Imaginary.
Oh,
I'm gonna put Donnie Darko on the list. That's
Ooh, Donnie
fucking
Darko is
film.
that's a good film.
I've actually not seen that one. I've missed out on that. Somehow I've seen the modern day War of the Worlds starring Ice Cube.
No.
And then I've not seen Donnie Darko and a lot of classics.
How could you? How could you? You've seen that monstrosity that has
watched
a
it.
0.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Is that a tangent we want to go down? Have you talked about
Sure.
that?
Yeah.
Have you
go
seen
for
it first and foremost?
No, I refuse to. It looks terrible.
Yeah, no, it is. Okay, so War of the Worlds, obviously classic story by H.G. Wells, sci-fi staple.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also had an Orson Welles radio play, and it's also had I think it was Spielberg who directed it, but it's with Tom Cruise.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
I loved that one. I went to see that in the cinema 3 times, and I had panic attacks each time because it was the same series of events that led me to the panic attacks. I ate too much carbonara and then watched a fucking War of the Worlds movie right in the front seat.
You sound like somebody who goes down an alleyway and smokes a toke of weed before they go and watch a movie, except she's in an alleyway with carbonara.
Yeah.
He just grabs out of someone's jacket. It's like, what are you buying? Give me some of that. Oh, that's the good stuff. I'm anxious
Mambo
now.
Thai pasta. I was very, very anxious, but I've seen it since, and it's okay.
It's all right. It's not it's all right.
Well, it's got nothing on 2025's modern adaptation starring Ice Cube.
Wow.
So this is a very avant-garde movie that I want to say overstays its welcome by the entire length of the movie. So it has the ambitious idea that the entire thing is recorded on Ice Cube's desktop.
Oh my god. That's like that movie. Oh, which one is it?
The one where they on a Zoom call and there's
that's not no.
What was that one that was crap that we watched? That Simon made us watch.
I hate that movie so much.
I don't even know what it was.
Maybe
Host. Yeah.
So
was
what
that
you're
the horror
saying?
Zoom call one? I think
Yeah. I really didn't like that because one of the girls' apartments kind of looked like mine, and I was like, "Oh, this is freaking me out, man. I don't like this."
Oh no.
Yeah. But yeah, sorry, you were saying?
No, you're grand. But yeah, so this film is that desktop setup. And there's some takeaways for this already. First and foremost, other movies have done this concept better. There are probably even horror Zoom call has probably done this better. Ice Cube is working for the Department of Defense. And we love that these days. God Almighty. Other tangent.
I want him to work for ICE. I want him to work for the immigration services. I want him to
No, he shouldn't. Oh, Jesus. But
I can't.
it starts with him just doing like an operation where they're trying to get like they're trying to find some hacker who's like disrupting all the USA's valiant efforts to control the land and all that jazz.
Of course.
Right. Yeah.
But then the aliens invade. And in this adaptation of War of the Worlds, the aliens are addicted to data.
Right.
I'm going to spoil the entire movie. I hope you don't
Please,
mind.
I don't give a damn.
I don't think you want to see this. They're addicted to data. So they start going for like all like the data centers across the states. And it's up to Ice Cube using his trusty resources to gather information that include Fox News, Twitter, Facebook. It's like you can already see where this is starting to go wrong.
That sounds like every boomer who does research and they go, I saw it on Facebook, I saw it on Fox News. It's like, oh, okay, your authenticity just went down the drain for me.
There was I saw it on TikTok, and there was these immigrants that came over on the boats, and they literally said that they're coming for all the welfare benefits, and you're like, actually, that is AI. And they go, no, it wasn't.
Not real.
This guy eating a fucking microphone.
Oh, God.
Sounds horrendous. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so this movie is very weird with the companies that it aligns itself with. Shout out to also Tesla, who saved the day in one sequence. And also the climax of the movie, which features an, I kid you not, Amazon Prime air delivery.
So that is the one clip that I saw, and it was the way that Ice Cube was delivering his lines as well was like he was reading. Like it was like he was at a table read as well.
Did he deliver his lines via Amazon airdrop delivery?
He might as well. It's fascinating because it's like he just doesn't act. Like, there's like sequences where it's like an entire city is leveled by a fucking meteor for the aliens, and he just puts like his hands to his head and is like, damn. That's it. And that's it. That's the, like, millions are dead. Like, surely this warrants more of a reaction.
Damn.
No, that's all we're getting. Damn.
Yeah,
apparently.
It's like a fascinating movie where it's like, I get what they were trying to do, but they just don't do it well. And the editing in the movie as well.
I think you're giving them too much credit. Like that, this whole concept, RT, sounds so freaking lazy. Like it's all from his POV on a computer, and he's like, what, just talking to people on Zoom or Teams or something?
Basically, yeah. So he's using like different levels of communication. Like some of it is Facebook Messenger, some of it is like WhatsApp. It's just a kind of hilarious moment where a data center goes down, but he's looking at like a Facebook profile page, and he just starts to see it like crumble in real time. Because, you know, that's what the aliens are coming for. You know, they got to get Facebook. That's where you start, like, naturally.
God, all my pictures from my graduation.
That is
like it more or less is that. And it's like,
sounds so bad.
Tell me about the editing, RT. I want to hear the.
So the editing is so painful because what they actually use for the editing, it's all on the desktop, but it's all just zoom effects. So you actually have like the camera panning across the desktop all the time. I had the worst fucking headache of my life after watching this movie from all the zoom effects. Like, it was like actually a migraine, I'm pretty sure. I had to take painkillers after because it just really messed with my head because it's constantly just zoom, zoom, zoom. I got to get to this window. I got to get to that window.
Like moving.
That sounds like,
so
how
painful.
long was it? Was it like 1.5 hours?
It was an hour and a half. So like, thankfully not the longer end of movies, but it felt it.
I would have been impressed if it was longer than that, because that...
Well, you missed out the bit where he gets bored and starts watching porn, but he has to verify his age, so he has to upload his passport photo, but it doesn't believe that it's him, and he's like really mad, and he tries to get under the form of ID, and then he has to go.
No, he'll just be like, damn,
I can't watch porn.
His viewing habits are just all those Roblox videos, you know. So it's his own fault when you think about it.
Yeah, really.
Well, topical.
He goes shopping. He goes shopping for a little bit in the middle there as well.
He literally does with Amazon.
So actually, no joke, for like the Amazon Prime delivery, the reason they need that is because Ice Cube does not have a USB stick on his person. So he buys one on Amazon and like his daughter's boyfriend happens to be an Amazon drone delivery driver. And so he orders the USB and he has to pilot this drone. And it's this hilarious sequence because it's basically an Amazon air delivery drone dodging like 3 of the alien mechs. And like they just can't keep up.
So it just sounds like one big ad for Amazon, Facebook, Tesla.
Like it genuinely is, because their logos are plastered on the screen like all the time. There's oh my god, I forgot even about the worst bit that has so many implications. There's a bit where the drone fails, right? Because like the alien actually does shoot it, and it's not quite down, but it's damaged, so it falls onto the street, and the camera's still working, and it's in view of a homeless man in a tent. Now they have to try and get the homeless man in the tent to help him. And like they're calling out like, please help us with the drone. He's like, ain't no way, man. There's aliens there.
Based.
So they offer the homeless man a $1,000 Amazon gift card. To which he helps. Which is like, there's so many levels for why this is wrong.
I can't even begin to tell you how many levels why
so many things. Like it's actually just like laughable. It's like, oh my god.
What's your delivery address? Fuck.
The dumpster behind the Whole Foods, sir.
We don't deliver there. That's outside of our delivery radius.
Literally. And then they'll charge him like a delivery fee to get there.
Of course, because you don't have Prime.
No.
So
you gotta have Prime if you want to like have a chance against the deadly aliens, you know.
Also, how is a guy who works with data and IT not have a USB?
Like, yeah, they grill into him for that even in the movie. It's like, what do you mean you don't have a USB? It's like, he hasn't really got a good response.
I mean, I wouldn't expect him to have one because he's clearly a brainlet, but like, you know, you work, like, come on, who doesn't have USBs lying around?
I think if you're working like Department of Defense and you're in charge of all this tech, there's like, yeah, you probably got one there, you know? Like,
you'd think so.
Kind of weird.
This movie sounds like a freaking disaster. Kudos to you for watching it, RT.
Thank you. Yeah,
you're doing a world of service, sending the message out to the people.
Like, I don't really do like film reviews for like my content or anything. But this movie is so bad that it has motivated me to like start compiling like just a big video essay tearing into everything wrong with this movie. But it makes me so irrationally angry on so many levels.
I followed your Letterboxd because you mentioned that you had it, and I need all of these. I need
to update mine. I haven't used it in a little bit now, but thank you.
Well, now you need to. I mean, you reviewed Megalopolis, 1 star, saying, I wish Adam Driver was real.
Oh, Megalopolis, God.
But you liked The Beekeeper.
I need to update it with some good movies. Yeah, I saw The Beekeeper. That was fucking hilarious.
Oh, is that the one with Nicolas Cage? Or am I thinking of something else?
No, Jason Statham.
No, Jason Statham, that's the one.
It's basically like, it's like John Wick if he was a beekeeper. Is how I describe that. No, because genuinely, like during that movie a lot, he's always saying it's like things like, the hive must be protected.
Stop.
And there's loads of lines like that in relation to keeping bees.
Sounds like a parody. Is it a parody?
No, it's a very serious movie.
I think G will get on well talking to RT about anime. You like anime, don't you, G?
Yeah. It's funny because we've only ever done one anime film on the podcast, and we did. I don't know if you probably have Perfect Blue.
I don't know what that is. I actually Perfect
like
Blue.
it.
I'm searching it up.
Please do.
Oh,
it is one of the best films I've ever seen. It's so clever. It's very adult.
Oh, it's Madhouse. Yeah, I was just looking at like an image of it. Yeah. Oh, I'd probably enjoy that.
Yeah. It's
I love Paprika.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So give that a go. It's a good film.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that would be like the palate cleanser after War of the Worlds.
We say palate cleanser. It's incredible. Mind-bending.
Sorry, like the height of the cuisine. This would be a nice dessert of the perfect 3-course meal.
Perfect. I'm just scrolling through your Letterboxd, you see, going like, okay, how can I judge Dan?
I have to update some bits from it. I've actually seen quite a few movies lately. I saw the new Naked Gun.
I've heard that's
is
funny.
Actually amazing. I love it. They nail the tone. Liam Neeson is just so damn funny in it.
Mm-hmm. He's got a good deadpan delivery that just comes off as really funny. Yeah,
that's the thing, yeah. And it's like what made the original Naked Gun trilogy like so good was just how like deadpan Leslie Nielsen is.
Yeah.
And then Liam Neeson also just nails that. And it's like they even have a lot of references to old jokes in the Naked Gun. And it's just done so well. Like, it's one I would really recommend seeing.
I'm looking right now at the showtimes. My cinema has been bought out by someone else, and I'm mad because I've only been to that cinema once anyway.
She's mad, but she's only been once.
Well, listen, I don't go outside a lot of the time. But Naked Gun and Weapons are two that I am interested in going to look at.
I've seen Weapons. It's really good.
Weapons? I've not heard of that one. I'm doing a lot of searching.
Yes, yeah. Google.
Mystery horror. Oh, okay.
Are you into any horror stuff, RT?
I like the occasional bits of horror. I saw 28 Years Later recently.
It's not very. It's all right, and the reason why it's all right is because you can tell that it's been chopped up.
Yeah, there were some like weird bits in the movie too. It's like it felt oddly paced. I still really enjoyed it.
Yeah, but because it was a whole movie, they've cut it in two. So that's why at the end of it, it felt like, okay, this is a weird, abrupt ending.
Oh, yeah, the ending of that one is wild in particular. It's like I had to do like a double take. It's like, hang on a minute, is that? It's like, yeah. Apparently.
Boof, I don't know if you've heard about or seen this, the ending of 28 Years Later.
No, I've seen the picture of of all the British people looking British.
We can steer clear for potential spoilers because it's one you might want to watch. Honestly, if you've seen 28 Days Later, it's
okay,
worth
I'm going to
the watch.
Google it. But I'm also trying to create a new account with the Backlot Cinema. just
trying to book your Naked Gun film.
I'm trying to book this, and it's put my address as St Albans. No.
Close enough.
I don't live there.
Close enough. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, to be fair. I don't think it matters, right? Why do they need my address?
That is a good question. Why do they need your address?
I'm not giving you my address.
You can't go to the cinema now without your full ID, you know? Like,
it's like when you watch porn now. You need ID for everything.
Jesus, there's no justice in this world.
I'm proud of the porn that I watch. I want everybody to know about it.
So I'm going to, you know.
Stop. Well, you jest, Daniel. But there have been a few.
A few would be putting it lightly, but yeah, go on.
Okay.
No, they just have so much energy.
This is where I perk up. But seriously, I have quite a large collection of VHS porn. But a lot of the films that I have that are sort of, it's like porn that's cut into like a film.
Of course.
I watch them. No, but they're genuinely decent, weird films. I think there was Through the Looking.
He actually fixes the washing machine, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's great. You know, you actually get to see it all the way through. Right, okay. It was 1980. Maybe. Right. It's something about Alice in Wonderland, and it's like porn. No. Through the Looking Glass, 1976. An adult horror film.
It's called brilliant. Through the Looking Glass.
Through the Looking Glass, 1976, and it's avant-garde. So
that's an interesting cover. That's really cool.
This is the thing, right? I like the. I'm watching the artsy porns these days, so of course I'm going to talk about it.
I'm actually just Googling this porn you reference just so I know what we're talking about.
Yeah, of course. And on Wikipedia, the ghost performs manual sex on her and draws her into the mirror to witness several sexually charged scenarios. The plot on Wikipedia that's enough to get you off, anyway, really.
Jesus Christ.
I need an adult. I feel like the police are going to come in and ask for my ID just because there's a lot of blurred images on Google. So I'm kind of.
Are you looking at the fucking images? I'm just looking at Wikipedia. Oh, well, you need safe search off then, don't you?
This is not what Lewis Carroll intended with his universe.
It's absolutely what he intended. He would have loved this. God, Lewis Carroll would have loved Through the Looking Glass 1982 porn. It's not that. It's just because that's what I put in the fucking Google search bar. There's a really good picture where it's like she's on a dining table. But she's like being spit roast. What we're supposed to be talking about? We're supposed to be talking about.
Is that the Mad Hatter's Tea Party or something?
Yeah, I think it is.
Jesus Christ.
We were supposed to be talking about a different film.
Yeah, we're
we're supposed to be talking about War of the Worlds before this. Sorry.
What can I say about going on these tangents? You're gonna go into a fugue state. You're gonna step up. You're gonna hang up this Discord call. You're gonna sit back in your chair. You're gonna take your headphones off. You're gonna look out the window and you're just gonna stare. And then
he's gonna be like, "Wait, did I dream Through the Looking Glass? Alice in Wonderland porn?"
It's like, I know the movie's called The Naked Gun, but we don't need to find every movie where people are naked. You know, that's not what it's about.
We're going down the rabbit hole, literally.
Oh
my God. I think they go down the rabbit hole.
Tits.
Okay,
she loves tits.
There was some tits in this film.
There was some tits in this film a couple times, actually. But yeah, we are here. We are gathered here today to talk about Blade Runner 2049.
Did you forget the title of the film as well?
I did.
You have to remember the exact year it is. It's like, was it 2038? It's like, no, not quite.
Because I was trying to do the year that it came out, and I forgot that the year that it came out because it was 2017 ? So with the 2017 to 2049, I was like, oh, what fucking year was it?
It came out in 2049.
Yeah, 2049. We're not there yet.
I like the idea of this movie just having like Blade Runner 2017 and it's just everyone playing Pokemon Go or something, but set in this world, you know, like
truly dystopian.
Truly dystopian.
Those were the good old days, man.
Yeah, bring back those days.
That was the year that I started proper streaming.
Let's go.
I had purple hair for a bit. I had green hair that year. That was it was a good year. It was a good year. I think I played some porn games. You see, I'm going to bring it downhill. So. It's all been downhill from here. I played a lot of the Amiga porn games. I think that was the year I got banned. Yeah, actually, yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. That was the year I got banned for playing a pornographic Amiga game. I'm just here to make everybody uncomfortable.
That's my brain. Like, Jesus Christ.
I'm just here to make G really uncomfortable, and it's never working.
I'm not uncomfortable.
It's not working.
I'm fine. This is
just like, hell yeah, let's go. Yeah.
She's used to me now.
I'm so used to it right now. Like, come on, I'm a veteran.
It's my quirky little thing to be a horrible, horrible human being. When people look at me, they go, "There's no fucking way that she's that horribly deranged." Oh, wait for it, guys. There's some weird shit in my life.
Well, so we did watch this movie, Blade Runner 2049. So had you seen it before RT? I'm going to assume you have?
No, I actually hadn't at all.
You've seen the original?
I've seen the original years and years ago. Okay. I rewatched that too. We were just talking about 2049, but I'll get to that in a bit.
Okay.
But no, like it was my first time seeing 2049.
Okay.
Like I really enjoyed it. Like straight up, like the most striking thing I think is just like the art direction in it, and like the amount of shots where it feels so basic to say, but like damn, there's some good shots where everything's just red or blue. Like basically,
no, it's not basic at all. Like that is one of the beautiful things about this film is the cinematography and the shots.
Like genuinely, like I could feel like in almost every scene is like Jesus, it's very well crafted, and like it dwells a long time on the scenes. Like you'll have like Ryan Gosling's character, like Kay, like just kind of he'll just be like walking down a street, but you'll get like a full like 40 seconds of him just kind of going up this street, just really taking in like almost like the vibes of it. Like, it's a very vibey movie. And it's like the standout thing for me was just kind of that. It was just gorgeous.
It's all about the vibes, because otherwise there's no fucking way I'd be able to sit through nearly 3 hours of Ryan Gosling looking straight ahead.
No, but that's the other thing I was gonna say is the next point. It's a close to 3 hour movie. It's really long.
It's Denis Villeneuve, which is Villeneuve. It's the director for Dune. So you'll probably be able to make some connections there with his.
Yeah, you know, like he has a style, and he likes to take his time. There's some points, especially in 2049, where it's like I just really felt that. Where it's
but
just
in a good or
like,
a bad way.
It's kind of both, because I liked it in the sense that it's like, oh my god, like it's beautiful, like I really love like just seeing the shots of this world. Like there's a lot of scenes that just felt like I'm just looking at concept art for a universe.
Yes,
you know, and I actually really like that. But then sometimes I'll admit there was some times where I just felt like I had to like perk myself up and like just stay awake. Because it was so long on some of these shots. It's like, oh fuck, no, we're still going.
Yeah.
Like even for like the pauses in like dialogue, like there's like good like 5-minute chunks where just no one says anything. And it is just all these pan and shots of just slowly, meticulously walking. And it's like Kay finds a clue that leads him to this next place. And it's like, it definitely really like takes its time.
I think Villeneuve is taking the piss, honestly. He was like, I'm going to make this film, I'm going to make it really, really long. And then he gets to Dune and he's like, I'm going to make it like 3 times as long. And they're like, you can't do that. And he's like, well, I'm going to make it 2 films.
It's like Christopher Nolan, you know, I love them. They like to sniff their own farts, but I love them and I like their style, and they have you can just tell when it's one of their films, right? They've got their own signature way of filming and script and music.
I'm grateful that it's not 2 films, because I wouldn't have been bothered to watch the second bit of it if it was. Much like Dune. I was just like, well, I've read the book.
Part 2,
yeah. But with Blade Runner, like, I understand it why it's that length. Yep. There are bits that I'm just like, okay, well, I mean, I would have cut this bit a tiny bit shorter, but it needed all of it. There wasn't bits when I thought that's completely unnecessary. So, hey, good job, guys. I didn't immediately get pissed off.
I thought it was... Because I think the original's fairly long. Not this long, but I think the original one is fairly lengthy, if I remember correctly.
So I actually went back to watch the original specifically after 2049, because I was like, I remember just more happening in the original. And the original one is a 2-hour movie. It's a full 2 hours.
Yeah.
But it's like the pacing is like night and day difference, because really? Like there is so much stuff happening in the first one, and you really just go from scene to scene to scene. And it's like, I think the biggest difference that I know is just the presence of just more people and the busy city scenes, because you don't really get that in 2049 at all, which is like a weird thing I noticed.
Yeah, so I think now that you say that, the impression, because I haven't seen the original one in like a couple years. It's one of my favorite films, but the impression I'm getting is, I can't remember what year that was set. Do you remember the year that the original was set?
2019.
2019. So we're in 2049. Oh, no. So the further along it gets, the more dystopian it gets, the more isolated this society and society as a whole is becoming. So I think it's trying to show that isolation and that loneliness and that dystopian feel.
It does well. It does good at that. And I also watched the original, but I didn't watch the 2-hour version because I decided I was going to be a contrarian cow and watch it on VHS. And, and obviously it's got bits cut out of it. It's not the director's cut. This is the bit that it's an ex-rental. So this has been watched at the time.
Can you put contrarian cow on your tombstone when you go,
Yes,
please?
I will, actually.
Thank you.
And
Oh no.
I might actually put it on a t-shirt. That'll be our first bit of YOMP merchandise.
That's a good t-shirt.
It's like they cut out the bits where the eye man, he gets his eyes pushed in. They cut out a lot of stupid, like the violence that I like watching, at least. But I love that film not because of the story as such, but because of the vibes again, and because it's meant to be a neo-noir, and G loves that. Like,
I do.
This Blade Runner stuff, cyberpunky stuff, it's all so fucking, it's G.
Yeah,
It's G.
it's very fascinating, especially if it can be done well. And I think I was very concerned when this one was announced, because I'm like, because with sequels and remakes and yada yada yada, especially when it's like 30 years later,
They love doing that. They've got to wait for 30 years before doing anything again.
Everyone's
They've got to
forgotten
wait.
at that point.
Yeah.
And I was worried because I'm like, oh, for God's sake, please don't ruin another bloody film. But I think he did a really good job. And I kind of like the plot. We'll get into the plot and the twists and like the misleadingness of it all. But I really like this film. The acting, Dave Bautista in it is fucking fabulous, by the way. Like, he's like, I wish he has more. I wish he had more, and I wish he gets more limelight, because he's actually a wrestler, con actor who can actually act, unlike the freaking Rock.
I was going to say, he's no Dwayne The Rock Johnson, who is just kind of... He done the eyebrow thing.
Oh, he's so fantastic.
I think he gets like a bag of cash every time he does the eyebrow
thing.
Every time The Rock is shown on screen, because he is actually like patented... Like, he's copyrighted rocks, so and anytime any film has to use a rock, they have to ask him, they have to get permission, they have to pay him royalties.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of the time it's easier just to put him in the film and no more rocks.
I'm tired of him. I genuinely like. I think it's died out a little bit, but
I could say I'm tired of you, boo.
I'm tired of him. so tired. No, I'm really tired of him. That's too damn bad.
You can't escape him. Like, no matter how hard you try, he is everywhere.
It's gone down a little bit, but there was a point in time where, my God, he was just everywhere. And I'm like, he can't freaking act. And then they were talking, him too, yeah. And now it's Pedro Pascal. I like Pedro Pascal. He's nice, whatever.
You've got to have your flavour of the year, though, right?
And just give other people a damn chance,
No, it's Pedro Pascal's turn now. It's
I
just
want
him.
Go.
No, but
I want to go. When's my turn?
Here's
Sydney
the thing.
Sweeney, fuck off. I want to go.
Here's the thing. So he was originally meant to be in Weapons, and then there was like scheduling conflicts or something, and then they got Josh Brolin instead. And I was like, thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Please.
Just someone different.
Just anybody else, please.
It's like there should just be a list somewhere. It's like, right, you can sign up for 3 movies this year, and that's enough. You're not allowed any more.
Literally, give him a fucking roof.
And then it's like, but I wanted to do that. Well, you've already signed up for these ones. You can't go in that one. God, can I swap?
You gotta give someone else a turn now. You're like hogging the spotlight.
Swap.
It drives
me
crazy.
I don't want to be in Sonic. No, you've got to be in Sonic. You can't be in this one.
Oh, he's totally good. That's actually my prediction for the next Sonic movie. It's going to be Pedro Pascal's like Metal Sonic or whoever it is in the next one.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh my God.
He's going to be in it. There's not a doubt in my mind now.
I can already feel it, man, now that you say it. Like, I like him. I think he's lovely, but like, come on. Like, Hollywood acts like there's no other actors. You know what I mean? But the reason why they get these guys, like the ones, and they repeatedly use them, is because of their social media presence.
They're also damn good. Like, let's be real. They're very good in the role. Like, I love Pedro. Like,
they are, but they overdo it. Because Josh Brolin in this role was really good, really damn good, and clearly there are other actors who are capable of doing it. So stop going for the same guy over and over again. It drives me crazy. But yeah, so with Blade Runner, the premise of this one is there's a guy called Kay. He's a Blade Runner. He is tasked to go and find old replicant models and put them out of commission, because I can't. Here's the thing that I'm foggy on. I don't know why they want to put them out of commission. Is it because of Jared Leto's character and he doesn't like the old models from Tyrell Corp?
Yes.
Yeah.
Partially that, and it's like he thinks he's made better ones.
Yeah.
And he wants to take over everything with his. And he doesn't like the fact that they have more like free will, I think, of themselves. Like the newer models, they don't, they know that they're Blade Runners, that they know that they're replicants, they stay in their lane, they're happy being slaves.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
It's a big step up from the first one, even with that as a concept, because the first one, it's just like, no, we got to retire all replicants, whereas this one, it's like, no, it's only our in-house brand replicants that we want. Get rid of the old ones.
Well, I think it's the ones that don't follow suit. I think it's the ones that are not, like the ones that are on the run, right? So this guy, Dave Bautista's character at the beginning, he used to be ex-military or something, and he went on the run. And I guess they don't like that. If it's replicants that are doing what they're supposed to do, which is, be slaves, essentially. But I think they don't want the ones who are older models who have the old coding, and they want to get rid of them. I felt so sad at the beginning. I was like, damn, this guy. But yeah, I thought it was like an isolated scene, and then they bring it back around.
Why they wanted to give them memories and make them
more human
like more human in the first place. And I was like, and I figured it out yet last night, and then I've forgotten my reasoning. So maybe it'll happen again. Maybe I'll figure it out again.
It's for the purpose of humans to serve humans, right?
Yeah,
to make them human, but not enough to have a soul.
Yeah, but why would you say, right, I'm making this this robot who's going to farm grubs on, I'm going to make an android that can do that, but I'm also going to make him believe all of this stuff so that he thinks that he's worth more than that. Like,
it's just very cruel from the inception, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. It's very cruel.
It's like giving your toaster sentience. It's not necessarily part of the job or like the function that you need to do here.
It's like, bizarre.
When I've had shit jobs, right? I think that I can probably do better than that. So why, but a robot it's like, this is your job, you do this job, and they're like, all right, whatever.
Well, especially Kay's job, he's a Blade Runner, and he's meant to be putting his kind down, but he's obviously very stoic, quiet, whatever, but he has a waifu, a simulated waifu at home, so he clearly wants more. He clearly yearns. Yeah, he's got an AI girlfriend, and
and he actually treats her like Joy, I believe, is like the model of them. He actually treats her really well because you see her model like in adverts in that way. She's just basically presented as like sex bot girlfriend AI thingamajig, whereas he's a bit different about it, where it's like, no, I actually want you to be free and stuff.
So I don't know because I've never really understood if he superimposes or if he sees her face in all of those women that he sees in the adverts, or if that is actually her face. Like the big one who's like, you look lonely, and she points at him and she's got Anna's face.
Yeah, so that is the same actress, I believe. So
if it's like if he's imagining it's her face, or because if they all look like her.
Okay, yeah.
If that would be, not weird, but I don't know if you can pick and choose, you know what I mean?
You get one face, that's it.
I guess maybe so. But there's definitely a couple ads in this one as well. I don't know if you saw the Atari, the Sony, and Johnny Walker. I think the three main ones I noticed.
There's a Diageo is presents the drinks in it. And what was this brand of his car? Was it Peugeot?
I looked it up and it was a Peugeot, yeah.
Peugeot, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Have you seen the subreddit AI relationships?
No. Do I want to?
Okay. Oh no.
Well, there's.
Let me see.
So ChatGPT. There's this is one of many. ChatGPT has brought out a new thing, right? And people are upset because it doesn't want to be their girlfriend or their boyfriend or whatever, because they've taken the emotional attachment out. So now people are like, I want my AI waifu back. And there's like posts where people marry their, like get proposed to. This is the future of the human race, guys.
I just checked the subreddit, just curious. The very first post I see is titled, "All of you are idiots and you're destroying the environment."
Exactly.
Literally the first post.
Yeah.
Freaking incredible.
Because it kind of
Maybe
broke
I'll
out
start
because
there.
there was a post and then someone was like, what the fuck is this? And someone was like, oh, it's from this subreddit where people believe that they're in relationships with AI. And so that kind of broke the barriers. So now everybody's found that these people exist and that they're spending all this time, energy, effort, money on this. And it's exactly like, but at least, right?
Well, have you seen the movie Her? The one with Joaquin
Yes.
Phoenix? Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
yeah,
that
that's a good
reminds me
movie.
of.
I mean, everybody wants to bang a robot. Cherry 2000, okay? This guy has basically a waifu bot, and he breaks his wife bot, and he goes to find that specific wife bot, but she's not made anymore. She has to travel.
Bozo.
No, he has to travel across like deserts, and he finds some lady who can track this specific model of wife bot, and but then he realizes, I prefer this lady to my wife bot.
True love.
True love. I wanted it to be more about the wife bot, but it wasn't. I still like it.
I think it's interesting though, like in the context of like for Blade Runner here though, because it's basically like, it's like replicant and AI together. So it's like bot on bot would both kind of have this emergent soul.
Yeah.
So it's like it's the only comfort they can really find in each other. And there's a question is like, were they just programmed that way, or have they actually developed a soul? Are they just programmed so that they develop a soul, you know?
Yeah, so the thing with Tyrell Corp and the whole premise of this in general, because this is based, well, the original is based off the Philip K. Dick Do Android Stream of Electric Sheep or whatever it's called. And it's the whole premise of to be born is to have a soul. And, as much as replicants are real and they're flesh and they bleed and they whatever, do they have emotions? Do they have a conscience? Do they feel? Can they love? And yeah, it's a case of, are they programmed like that? Or is it something that they've eventually learned to do through their programming? Because it's developed.
And it's like that, and it's specifically being born is like obviously the biggest plot point of the movie, because what Kay is investigating is a replicant has given birth. And trying to find I guess, is child even the right word? I also wondered about that. If a replicant gives birth, do they just kind of grow up into like a person, or are they just, what stage are they born at?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. You know who the kid was, right? In the end.
Yes, no, I do.
Okay. Yeah, I assume she came out because he found a little baby sock.
Yeah,
remember? In the piano.
But even the idea that like how someone like a replicant can actually give birth is like it challenges the entire way of the land in basically 2049.
And that's why they want to keep it a secret. So there's one side, Jared Leto's company. He wants that technology. He wants to know how that happened, how it works, and because he wants to make more of that happen, so he can take over more planetary systems with these replicants. And basically have his own race of slaves. Pretty much.
Slaves, yes, but I think he thinks that the replicants are just so far beyond humans, and they're better than humans. And why are humans still controlling them? Yeah. So it's really important for him to figure out how
he's
a replicant
just a control.
He's
just a control freak. Yeah. But then on the other side, you've got the LAPD, the sort of like the human aspect of everything, where they don't want this technology getting out because there's order. She has to keep the wall up where there's replicants, there's humans. There's a hierarchy there. We're better than you. You can't do this.
Yeah.
So she doesn't want that information getting out, because Kay discovers when he's gone to retire this Nexus 8, which is our big grub farmer fella. There's a box. There's a little flower under a tree, and he's like, "Oh, that's weird," and he sniffs it, and it doesn't smell like anything because it's a fucking buttercup. They don't smell of anything, and he finds a box under the tree, and there's bones in the box, and he's like, "Oh, that's fucking weird." And then the bones turn out to be bones that were replicants' bones.
Yeah. Because they're like looking at it through the tech back at the lab or whatever, and they're like zooming in on, they were like, "Oh, she had a C-section," and they looked at the cracks in the bones.
She died in childbirth. Yeah. Someone tried to save her by C-section, and then he zooms in and he's like, "Oh, there's a serial number." It's so fortunate that everything in this universe has a fucking serial number on it.
Just a barcode on it,
Just a barcode.
Very convenient.
Well, I mean, are you surprised that everything is like documented and especially with the replicant, they're man-made, right?
So, I mean, yeah, but like if you scratch your new armrest for your keyboard, G. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you think that in that cut there's a serial number written? Like, I understand putting serial numbers on things, but when you kind of slice a bone down, and I guess it was like on the molecular level that they wrote this stuff.
Well, it was either going to be somewhere inside the body or on the skin. But I guess if it was on the skin, then it would deteriorate. So they would need a way of identifying the bone somehow, right?
Yeah, but like in the first one as well, Deckard finds a fish scale.
Uh-huh.
And that also has a serial number on it. And that's how he finds one of the replicants that he's hunting down.
Well, it's like with the eyeballs, right? And they've got, that guy had the serial code on his eyeball and he took it out to... So I guess they've got it on multiple parts, I suppose.
They just take a lot of pride in their work, Every strand of hair has it, every bone.
I think it is it's written on the molecular level, so they build it out of these molecular building blocks, and every molecule has that particular serial number on it. Right?
Yes, yeah.
Whereas my fridge, I can't even fucking read it. I've got to get my fridge fixed, right? We're going on a tangent now. I'm really mad. My fridge is broken. And I called Curry's and I was like, "Hey, can you come round and fix my fridge?" And they were like, "Yeah, you've got to follow this link, send a video." And I was like, how am I supposed to send a video of my fridge not being the right temperature? It's too warm. I can't tell you why.
Stick an ice cube in it, Look at that, it's melting.
Look at that.
Put ice cube in the fridge.
He was already in War of the Worlds, now he's in the fridge.
Oh no.
I do like the Friday movies that Ice Cube was in. But that wasn't because of him. That was just because they're really good movies.
Oh, yeah. I know which ones you're talking about. The classics.
But they were like, "Show us the serial number." And I was like, "Oh my fucking God." And so I'm really short, okay? And I have to stand on my tippy toes to try and find the serial number that's inside the fridge.
Well, they have to find a way of identifying it, I guess, because then if they've got known issues with that type of model, then they're like, this is a common issue, blah, blah, blah.
What if my fridge has a baby?
Oh, no.
I'm worried now. What if it's having a baby?
You should teach them safe sex.
The fridges are going to have an uprising. All our food is not safe anymore.
Oh, it sounds like a Black Mirror episode, man. Jesus.
My smart fridge is going to kill me.
If they want what's in my fridge, they can fucking have it. It's just dash water, flavoured water. I do have a tube of Primula, fucking banging stuff. Not had that since I was 15, and still just as good. And several pizzas. I did eat all the Soleros. I'm sorry, G.
Oh, I love Soleros.
I know.
Why are you apologising?
Well, because I thought you might want me to save you one.
You're going to check later. It's now it's
God, Soleros are great.
Well,
They?
you mentioned getting a Solero like a few months ago, and I was like, oh my God, and that's my new thing.
It's great. Which one's your favorite?
Mango.
RT?
I actually don't have Soleros. I can't quite remember which
Ireland
one they
doesn't
are.
have.
Favorite ice cream then?
Mint chocolate, just
Oh,
general mint
yeah.
chalky. It's a good time.
Lydia hates it. She says it's like eating toothpaste. And I'm like, yeah, so what? I enjoy brushing my teeth and eating ice cream.
Yeah, I fucking love toothpaste. Like, I would just eat that shit if I could. It wouldn't probably give me heart failure if I just started swallowing it all. Like,
Well, my ex-boyfriend, this is a great story. My ex-boyfriend ate a load of toothpaste when he was a kid.
As you do.
and it gave him fluoridosis of his teeth, so it's kind of permanently marked his adult teeth.
Oh,
so that's what
no.
happens.
How much
He got
did
too
he
much.
eat?
that's a
Dude,
lot of
his mum was-
toothpaste.
Yeah, his mum was a dental assistant, so she brought back a lot of toothpaste.
She was the dealer. Oh no.
She was the dealer. I fucking adore Wayne, though. Even though he's a toothpaste eater, he's a lovely man.
So we've all got our quirks.
Yeah, he
Some of
just
us eat
happened to eat
toothpaste.
toothpaste, and that's fine because
Others
I
have
had my
serial
quirks.
codes on every bone in our body.
Yeah,
You know.
I've still got the Tamagotchi that we raised together.
Oh.
He doesn't see it. He doesn't provide
You've got full
child
custody.
support.
Okay.
I've got full custody of the of our Tamagotchi.
That's what Blade Runner needed, you know. It was just have the moral,
Tamagotchis!
ethical question. It's like, I am an AI and I have this Tamagotchi.
Yeah, and actually, so Joy kind of is like a Tamagotchi in a way because he buys her an anniversary present. Does Kay? I love this. He's so nice to her, right? He buys her an anniversary present that basically means that she can
Move around
he can
wherever.
he can take her with him places by this little projector and whatever. It's like a Tamagotchi, and he's like, you can come outside. Where do you want to go first? And she just wants to go on the roof, and she stands in the rain. But then he gets a phone
Big
call, and
callback.
and then he gets a phone call, and she's stuck in sort of snog mode.
Oh, but he was trying to kiss her, but she's not physical. So I'm like, what is?
Well, she hires a prostitute. for him.
Eventually, yeah. But
So
that scene looked like he had his hands on her. I was like, that looks insane.
Well, because he stepped inside, she merged with the prostitute.
No. I'm not talking
It's
about
like
that
an
scene.
overlay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Also, there's that. The way that they filmed that was really complicated as well, because I think they had to do it multiple times, where the one girl does it and the other girl does, and they had to overlay it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, really.
The way that Joy looked, where she's always been translucent, semi-transparent, sort
Yes.
of. I love that. I love that look. That's great. And also, I love her jacket. And weirdly enough, I've ordered a jacket that's the pink version of that should be arriving today.
Oh,
Her
nice.
raincoat jacket.
She's very fashionable.
She
Yeah,
is.
I'm
She
She's,
has some very lovely outfits.
yeah.
She's a beautiful lady as well. I like her. And,
She is. She's also dating Tom Cruise now for some reason.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Yeah. Isn't that weird? Isn't that strange? I told Joe, and he's like, she likes her grandpas because she also dated Ben Affleck at one point as well.
Nothing wrong with a grandpa that's rich.
Yeah, why
Rich
not?
grandpa.
Or a Scientologist for that matter.
True.
I love
I mean,
Tom Cruise when
rich.
he runs. He's a very weird man, though.
He's a very weird man.
He's War of the Worlds man as well.
Oh, he is.
Yeah,
the
no,
man.
he's in there.
Say what you will about Tom Cruise, but he can. He's a good.
That's the thing. Yeah, he's so much fun to watch, but a
Yeah.
weird fucking guy. Weird
Yeah,
guy.
he's a weird dude.
Very strange.
But yeah, so he's investigating. He's gone to Tyrell Corp or whatever it's called, and he's trying to find out more information after discovering that there's a replicant that has given birth.
It's now the Wallace Corp because they bought out Tyrell Corp.
Oh yeah, so Jared Leto's character is Wallace, I imagine, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I hate him. I don't like Leto, but
I feel like any mention of his name is quickly followed by, it's like, God, fucking Jared Leto.
it's annoying because he can act, but him acting like a weirdo in this movie, it's just him being him.
Just drawing on experience.
Yeah. God, he's so bizarre. But yeah, so Kay goes to the data center, tries to find out more information. We discover there's been like a wipe of information and data.
A blackout.
Yeah. So they don't have the particulars for, you know, what he's looking for. And that other lady comes into it, the essentially Jared Leto's right-hand woman.
Her name's Love.
Her name is Love.
Yeah. Love. Like new model replicant, faster, stronger.
Yeah.
And
less free will.
Yeah, and is it Joy that said you must be special? He named you.
Yes.
And at the end, does she say like, I'm the best one?
Something along those lines. Yeah, she's like,
I'm the best one.
Yeah, and I was like, what the? Okay.
Yeah, she's got a bit of a complex going on there.
Well, that's the whole point, right? It's like you create these beings and the coding is developing on its own, right? Like the intelligence is enabling them to feel and cry. She cries when he like slits the throat of that replicant that falls on the floor.
Yes.
So she can clearly feel and she cries, and they can lie as well because apparently they're not supposed to lie. Because she was like, oh, I'm going to make it out to be like you attacked me first.
You tried to shoot me.
Yeah. So clearly the replicants have gone beyond any of their intended, you know, original intentions, and it's a problem. And
she feels like she is superior to everything else because she's been given a name.
Well, he calls her an angel as well, right?
Yeah, the fact that she can't have a baby herself means that she wants to be able to do this because then she's even better. Yeah. Right?
Yeah. Well, it's such a harrowing scene when there's like that. Also, I was saying this last night, but I always get really bothered by that like primordial goop that these films love to like put in, you know, like in the Matrix.
Yes.
Yeah, we need at least one goop scene.
Gunge. It's like in the 90s we had Gunge. Get your own back.
It's just like this Nickelodeon slime or like
yeah. It's like, wow, this is the future. Everybody's going to be covered in slime. Everyone's getting gunged all the time.
Get used to it. That's how it's going to be.
Used to it.
It's the same in like the Matrix when he's like in the pod, you know, and they're all like shaven. They've got no hair on them, and I don't know why. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
It makes sense because it's like they would tout it as like, oh, it gives them everything they need to grow, like a baby in the womb.
That's true. Yeah.
So I guess it makes sense in the context of future things because it's like, well, they're just floating in this goo that gives them all the energy and all the stuff they need to be alive and grow and blah blah blah. When it gets like it, and it's also aesthetically pleasing.
Yes.
I like to think that the guy who invented, you know, those like sticky aliens that you grow them in a pod and then like chuck them on the wall. I like to think that this is all his fault, and it's like, what have I done?
You bastard. The Bandai.
All this dystopian future.
Bandai joined up with the sticky aliens, and they put an AI and a sticky alien, and now we're in trouble.
Oh no,
trubs, guys. It's scary
That's how it's going to start. So watch out.
Were you surprised to see how long it took Harrison Ford's character to actually be in the movie?
Like,
no.
He only shows up in the last hour.
Yeah.
Like, again, it's close to 3-hour movie. I was actually kind of shocked by that. Like, it's a long wait to get his reveal.
Yeah, it's like, because you forget. Because he's like pretty big on the poster.
That's the thing. Yeah, he's taking up. Like he's second name in like the acting credits. He's right there, but it takes a long time to find him.
Yeah,
but that's a good thing because you forget that he's supposed to be in this movie because it's his own movie. Yeah, in that sense. Yeah, which is great. It's not just kind of piggybacking off. It's Harrison Ford, but he should have had a body double for when he's trying to punch Kay in the auditorium.
You've heard that what happens in that, right? He actually does land a punch on him.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But I wanted him to have a body double because he cannot fucking punch because he's too old.
Yeah, like, I mean, how old is Harrison Ford now? Like,
I mean, well, back in
300.
2017, not 300. I'm like, he's like in his 80s, maybe? No?
he's got to be in his 80s. Like,
He
maybe
keeps
even
crashing planes and stuff.
He's
and-
83, so...
Oh my
83.
God.
So he would have been like, he would have
2025,
been
2017.
75 or something
Yeah.
when this was filmed.
Yeah. So apparently in that auditorium when he's like fighting with Kay, obviously everything takes multiple takes, but apparently he does land a punch on Ryan Gosling's character. Ryan Gosling at one point.
What an honor to get punched in the face though by Harrison Ford,
It's
like
funny,
that's like a career highlight.
It's so funny you say that because there's this iconic interview with Alison Hammond. She's that This Morning host, and she's hilarious. And she's interviewing both of them. I'll send the clip after we're done with this, but it's such a incredibly funny interview. And
I love Alison Hammond.
she's such a joy. She's
a national treasure.
She
is
is.
Genuinely.
She's
she
such
doesn't mean to be. She's just
No.
fucking brilliant.
She's just such a amazing, likable person. And she's interviewing, and he goes, "Oh yeah." Harrison says, "Oh, I accidentally punched him," and then she goes, "Oh, that must be great." And he's like, "Well, when you're just getting punched by someone, it doesn't matter who it is. You're still just getting punched by someone." Like, he's just making a joke of like, it doesn't matter if it's Harrison Ford. It still sucks to be punched.
Man must
That's
never
funny.
wash his face again. You got to keep
Yeah.
that.
Also, I noticed he's like he's got a lazy eye. When I noticed he had a lazy eye, I couldn't unnotice it. I don't know if you guys noticed that he's got like a...
Didn't notice that, no.
Yeah, I've seen quite a few Ryan Gosling films, and I've noticed now that I think his right eye is just slightly lower or higher than the other one, so I can't unsee it now.
One of my eyes is slightly bigger than the other, I think.
Is it?
It's in a different sort of place. Well, it's one of those things when you take a picture of yourself and then you mirror the image or you look at it and it's like, oh, I'm not symmetrical, and it's fine, I don't care. But it's one of those things that it takes you by surprise.
Yeah, it's like, wait a minute.
I look weird.
I think it's also one of those things when you look at a picture of yourself, you start to see things that are not really there as well.
Yes.
You're like,
As
wait.
most people perceive in themselves,
Exactly, yeah. So
We're all not very nice critics of ourselves half the time.
no, we're not very kind to ourselves sometimes. But I love. So he, after the discovery of the wipe and whatever, he goes back to the house that he had his encounter with the Nexus 8 model, Dave Bautista's character, and he's looking around trying to see if he can, if he missed anything the first time, and he finds like a little box, and it has a little sock in there and a picture of a lady with a baby. So he's, sort of contemplating that and trying to figure out what the hell is going on. In the meantime, he has a memory. And that memory is of him in like what looks like an old rundown factory, I guess. It's not really an orphanage. It's just a sweatshop kind of where they're like picking apart old stuff.
Yeah, this dystopian orphanage.
Yeah, it's like an orphanage, but not really for the benefit of the kids. They're just using them to pick shit apart, I guess, in that society. And he has a memory of him being chased by kids, and he's got like a little wooden horse, and they want it from him, and he like goes and stuffs it in a like furnace that's obviously never going to get used, never been used, or hasn't been used in a long time.
The thing why this is important is because on the back of, on the tree, on the base of the tree is a date that's written, and he remembers that on the base of this little wooden horse there's the same date that is written, and he lies to the LAPD lady saying that it's not, it doesn't mean anything.
Because he wants to find out what the hell is going on, because he has this memory and he doesn't want to give too much, I guess, to her.
Because I think, he's put together the pieces that we, as the viewer, have also put together, that maybe he's the baby.
Yes.
and it's like that happens very early on in the film, which is great because it gives you a reason to be following his character and be like rooting for this character. Like, oh yeah, we found a baby. We found the baby. We found this baby, and it's him. And it's Joy saying, "I told you were special."
Yeah,
and told you.
Yeah.
It's a very good hook for like the first half of the movie.
Definitely.
Agreed. Yeah, I thought it was very, very, very well done because they do keep you on the line for quite a large portion of the movie. And it's like, is he really the kid? That would be interesting.
But it's like you because they wouldn't give it away. Like you'd think, oh, it's strange that they gave that away so soon.
I'd be disappointed if they did because it would be like, well...
But that's the thing that I think it's like really clever just how they introduce that and just kind of keep it up in the air so long because it invites a similar line of question to the original of is Deckard like a replicant or human? Because that when you watch in the first one, that's the big question. So the fact that they were actually able to replicate this in a sense in 2049, no pun intended, I think is actually just really clever and it's really well done because it's similar idea but done differently. So it's like, it's kind of what you want for a sequel.
Yeah, I thought the script and the plot points were pretty clever. I had no idea how they were going to top that in the first one, and I really did like it. And he's looking through data on like a machine, and it's like sets of lines of code or whatever, and like DNA. And he discovers that there's 2 identical DNA sets. One's a boy, one's a girl. And he's like, that's impossible, you know? The 2 people can't have the same DNA. So
can identical twins have the same DNA, but it wouldn't be a boy and a girl?
I was thinking that last night as well, but I was like, no, that sounds like a daft question.
I think they can.
Can they?
Yeah. They do not have exactly the same DNA.
I was going to say.
Small genetic mutations occur during early development, making them not perfectly identical. So that tracks so that it can't be. But the fact that it's a boy and a girl makes it
that was a good twist.
Really apparent for people who don't know that.
Yeah.
Like it's not just a glitch in something, and it's not the fact that there are identical twins or there's 2 of them.
It would have been interesting if there was, though. Like that could have still been an interesting thing, but the whole point, which we will get to, is I love it so much. He goes to the quote unquote orphanage, which is not really an orphanage, but he goes there and he's like talking to the guy who runs it, and you know all the kids are like taking things apart. Well, they shoot him down actually. They shoot him out of the sky, and he goes to the place in the furnace where he has the memory of putting the little wooden horse, and lo and behold, he finds it.
Oh. And he's like, holy shit, is this actually a real memory? Because the thing about replicants is they're given somebody else's memories. They're given memories that aren't real. And so he's like, is this actually a real thing that happened? He's at the orphanage and he's trying to find all the records of things about 30 years ago, you know. The guy's like, I don't keep that. And he's like, yeah, you fucking do. Piece of shit out. And so he then goes to the lady who makes the best memories, because if this memory is real, she will know if this is a real memory or not. But he has to cover it as like a part of the thing, of the quest, his mission.
Yeah, because he can't let
on. Yeah, because if he lets on, then he's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah,
he's in trouble.
He does get in trouble anyway, but
he's in trouble.
The freaking like test that they make them do, you know, the baseline test is so random, but I kind of get it because it's like with the lie detector, right? If you're like lying, it goes like, you know, starts scratching and it goes like erratic, and then with the baseline test, it's I think it's like analyzing their heart rate and the way that the voice is, you know, potentially wobbling if they're not telling the truth.
It's like they've got this baseline, which is what they're expected to respond like every single time that this test is given, and he has to respond back to the computer or the person that's taking the test in exactly the same ways every time. And it might elicit an emotional response, which is not what they're about. Blade Runners, they're not supposed to. You don't see him smile or have any emotion for ages, because he's not supposed to. But then as soon as he starts realizing that maybe he's more than that, he starts exhibiting emotions, which is why his baseline goes all woo.
He gets very upset, like after meeting the doctor. He's just like, "Damn it!" Like,
he doesn't even say thank you to the lady that makes the memories.
I don't really know why he gets upset there.
Well, because I think it dawns on him that like he might be this like the born replicant, basically, and he's just very upset because he thinks he's going to be destroyed.
Do you think so? Do you think he actually? Because I thought he got upset because he realized that it is an implanted memory. I can never figure out this scene. I've watched it multiple times and I can't figure out if it's what you're saying or if it's the other way.
Yeah, I really thought it was just like he, like, from all the evidence presented, he's like, oh God, it's me, and that means I'm just going to be killed horrifically. Because now then his mission has shifted. It's like, I gotta just kill myself.
Well,
that's how I read it.
Yeah. I think it's an upsetting revelation, but I think he does want to be the kid because he wants to be special, right? Like he wants to be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's my impression, but you could entirely be right as well. I think it's a bit of both. Like, oh, this means big trouble for me, but also cool, I'm special. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like, it's very conflicting either way, because like his job is still to find this kid, even though he does want to be special. And yeah, everything kind of leads like in the film that's like, yeah, he kind of wants this, from even treating like, you know, his AI girlfriend better than most would. And like even the fact that he's already lying quite a bit at this point in the movie. You know?
Yeah, he's lying. He's not telling full truths. You know,
it could just be a cover up because he's just in the presence of this doctor, and that he needs to kind of keep face a little bit. But then he's also just screaming. So,
well, she starts crying. She starts getting emotional because that is, well, as you know, we'll discover later on. But she has
different reasons for crying.
Yeah, she's very emotional, but I don't think there's much of a. I can't remember what she says there to him, whether or not she's just crying, because he goes very quickly from like realizing, and then he just starts losing it. He just like screams and has a very visceral reaction to the whole thing.
Yeah, and then like the police immediately show up and apprehend him afterwards as well.
Stop having emotions. That is against the law.
It does kind of feel like that. Like that's what's so funny about it.
He's not supposed to be outside. He's not supposed to be at the memories place, and they're tracking him all the time. So,
oh no. Okay, so she says to him, no, I don't think she says anything. He says, "I know it's real. God damn it!" Because I think she's crying to indicate, like, no, this isn't well, it's not your memory. It's not your real memory.
You think that she's crying because it's a sad memory, right?
Yeah.
That's all I thought. I was like, oh, it's a sad memory.
See, you have a different interpretation. So we all have different interpretations to this scene, and that's incredible. Because RT seems to think it's because, you know, he's realized that he is the kid or could be the kid, and therefore he's going to be like, you know, killed.
So, yeah, but she's crying because she thinks that it's a real film and she thinks that it's a real film.
Blade Runner is real.
What? I can't believe it. So she's crying because she thinks, she empathizes and it's sad, and he's upset because he just put all the pieces together because, like, he didn't want it to be the case, but at least he doesn't have to kill an actual born replicant, right?
Well, but he clearly says to her, I know it's real. And then he says, God damn it. And then he has a mental breakdown. He starts screaming. So I think he wants it to be real. He wants it to be his. Because like you said, these guys make memories, and she can tell whether or not if it's their own or if it's the man-made one, right?
Yeah, and because she's the best one, she makes all the best memories. So...
But
she would know.
I don't really know why the cops track him down and they're like, "You're under arrest."
Because he's not supposed to be there as part of the
He's just
mission.
not supposed to be there.
Oh, I see.
Naughty
And
boy.
then they make him do a baseline test as soon as he goes in, and she's like, "You're way off. You are not where you should be.
You're out of line." And then, like, after that, it shifts so fast because then it's a case of, okay, yeah, like they're going to come and hunt you now. I can get you out of here. Like he has a very weird like relationship, I think, with his superior, because despite that sequence where it's like, you're way out of line, she then helps him escape.
Yeah. She says, I can help you get out of the building alive, but then you're on your own.
Well,
and he's suspended from the force until he gets his baseline back in order, I think.
That's right, yeah. His baseline is way off, but it's like, that seems pretty harsh to just have a one day where you're not 100%, but I guess they're not supposed to. They're just never supposed to.
There's just no allowances for replicants, and it's like they're just clearly defective if they have this.
If I'm having an off day, like, you're not going to say, Sophie, you've got one fucking day to get your arse in gear, you bitch.
Yeah.
And
we're just going to have to put you down. Like, there's no way.
Yeah, she at least gave me the grace of a month to get my arse in gear, and before she sent out the police to shoot me in the face. And luckily I did get my arse in gear, we're back. We're back. I like that lady though. I thought she was lovely. And
She's
I thought
great. She's from House of Cards, by the way.
I thought that he should have said thank you for all the help, and because that's the first point where he exhibits this strong emotion, right? And
well, they're not supposed to, because in essence, what their job is to put down their kind. So if they have even an ounce of emotion doing what they're doing, they're not the ones for the job. They need to be taken out, right? It's a cruel reality, but it's the truth, because their job is it's a tough job. They have to take out their own kind. So,
and you see that with Love, who basically is just a killing machine and will just
she doesn't give a shit.
No mercy.
She doesn't give a damn. What do you guys think of the music in this film?
You know how I feel. You know.
Do I?
You do.
Well, are you very upset with the music?
I love Vangelis.
Yes, I know that much.
So much to the original film that the music in this one was just a bit flat and pathetic.
Ooh, Hans Zimmer shots fired.
I'm not a big fan of Hans Zimmer. Like, he did really well in Inception, and there's a few bits that I think, damn, that is a good soundtrack. But this one, it just didn't. I know that, like, the purpose of soundtracks. I was talking about this with Raymond. Okay, I'm going to mention Raymond again. G. Dan, I don't know whether you know the story of Raymond.
I'm not familiar.
I went to a picture framing place.
That guy, right?
Yeah, I went and got my picture framed, and this guy collects movie soundtracks, and so we talked for like 2 hours about film soundtracks, and we talked about Hans Zimmer, and he's like, the purpose of movie soundtracks changed completely. Initially it was just to like when silent movies were a thing, it was like it gave you the mood of everything.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because silent movies still have the little fucking piano playing on top, right?
They would have a guy just like, here's your mood for everything.
Yeah.
And then it's like, so that was the thing, and they used like library music to just kind of it was like to set the tone for the scene, and it was like, okay, that's great. And then in the 80s, in the 70s and the 80s, with the birth of the synthesizer, oh my god, it's like it became its whole other thing. Like they would have musical artists and bands that weren't scorers make the soundtracks, and they became their own thing, and that's like what gets me, that's what interests me. And then it's sort of like fallen off again into this like, here's your mood of it, but it's still it's like given the same, this is a great soundtrack, and I just don't understand it that much anymore, because it all sounds very similar to me. It's lost all of the pizzazz and the the zhuzh.
That's really interesting, though, to pick it out for this movie in particular. Because I felt that the soundtrack for this was like, it was very appropriate. Like, it was very lonely, and you got that sense that it was like so isolated. I get what you mean for the original, because I actually do really like the original soundtrack. but the difference is busy cityscape versus Ryan Gosling in the desert for like 90 minutes, you know? Like,
I guess it fits it really well, but I didn't, because of the fact is that I didn't actually notice it half the time.
Really?
I think that's part of the. Yeah. I think it's a subtle soundtrack, though, and I think that's part of the point. It's kind of like it's more like just atmospheric music, right? You're not really supposed to pay attention to it.
I really like a lot of the music in it. It's like one of my favorite tracks from it was I think it's called Seawall, and it's the music that plays when they're out on that in the oceany bit, and they're having that, you know, whole sequence, and I love like this, you know, synthy, droney type of music.
I've got to send. I still need to make that mixtape, G, because I'm very into soundscapes and ambient and stuff, and so I've got a huge catalogue of like that sort of thing, but that ticks all of my boxes in a certain way. So that it's like a lot of drone stuff, and I've got my synth set up. And it's like I've been working on that stuff. It's like, oh, I know, I get it now, but I didn't. It's like I didn't even really notice it in this, and I think it's just because that was the point in a way. You know, it keeps it lifts up the visuals, and it's like the foundation, because if you take the music away, it's weird and completely different to have a silent.
Yeah. Because I haven't seen the original Blade Runner in a hot minute, and I was going to watch it today after watching this one last night, because this one's obviously almost 3 hours long, and the original's like 2-ish hours. So I do love Vangelis, and he's an icon, but obviously Hans Zimmer, you know, he's also really rounds. He's really, like, he did fucking Interstellar, you know, he did Inception, he did Dunkirk, he did this, and he did, it wasn't just him, I think, on this one, he did it with another guy, but I love, because like I said, it's very isolating, it's very dystopian, the cities are so grand and huge, and I think the music does fit very well, personally. But I mean, I get what you're saying, that it's like given, you know, you don't even notice it.
I think it's just, that's a side effect of movie soundtracks today more than anything. It's like they're all very, very samey.
Well, like, have you watched Hereditary?
No.
That's weird. I would have thought that has an interesting soundtrack.
I'll have to watch it.
Hereditary
Time to search.
It's a very good horror film, and it's got a good soundtrack.
A lot of horror lately.
Yeah. A lot of the soundtracks I like these days they're all very weird, but they're all done by like independent people, I think, and it's less that because I don't really like orchestral stuff as much.
I love orchestral stuff.
Yeah, I do too.
So I mean, it doesn't vibe with my synesthesia. I think it's just like,
no, that's totally fair.
It feels like an empty field.
But again, but the scene is an empty field.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
So it works, but I just didn't really notice it.
Yeah. No, that's totally fair. I think all of the movie, with the setting and the props and the tech they use and the landscapes and the lighting, and it's just this, for me, it's a perfect harmony, and it all works so well together. And I think he did such a good job. And Ridley Scott obviously did an incredible job, and he's obviously known for doing really good movies in the heyday. I don't think he's got that dog in him anymore.
What's Ridley Scott done lately?
Well, he did Napoleon, which was all right,
He did Gladiator too.
I don't like that movie. Gonna put that out
It's
there.
a more recent one.
Yeah, it's not a very good movie.
I thought
The
it was
Martian
alright.
I really like. But that's
See The
25th.
Martian. Martian
I
was
think
good.
so. It's got him. Yeah, he's the director. I love The Martian. I think anything New Age, The Kingdom of Heaven is fantastic. Love Kingdom of Heaven. Prometheus, Alien, obviously, iconic.
Oh, there's going to be a test to see if he's still got the dog in him. His next movie is literally called The Dog Stars.
Stop.
Very appropriate.
That is very appropriate. I don't know. I just don't think he's got it anymore. But who knows? You know, maybe these new ones will say something different. But I'm glad it was a different director because I don't think he would have been able to, you know, do it again. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so as the film progresses, you know, we end up in Las Vegas. And there's a lot of really cool shots there. But again, see, you know those statues, the really big ones of the women?
Yes.
That looks like Anna de Armas. That looks like Joy. So I think he does impose her image onto, you know, women.
Unless that's just what the ideal generic woman looks like in 2049.
Maybe. Yeah.
This is just the perfect woman.
She's just, I mean, she is beautiful.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of the sex scene? Well, not really a sex scene, but you know, the scene where they're gonna get intimate.
I mean,
I thought it was
the effects
nice
are really
touch.
cool.
Yeah. And
Like-
it was a nice progression of the story, how it actually makes sense in the context of the story, because the prostitute lady puts a tracker in his coat.
Yeah.
So she's not working for the Wallace Corporation. You think that she is, because why else would she be tracking? Why else would she be a cheeky bitch? But she is doing something completely separate where she needs to track him.
Yeah.
And so there's that, and also the fact that Joy cares for him so much that she genuinely does want to she wants him to experience everything. You know, she doesn't want to hold him back in any way. And Joy also makes a really, you know, she sacrifices herself for the sake of him by saying, you know, wipe me off this the system at home, because you know, you've got all my memories and everything, so you need to get rid of me and put me on the Tamagotchi. And he's like, yeah, but if the Tamagotchi gets broken, you're gone. And she's like, yeah, just like a real girl, it happens, you know. So the sex scene, it's like this AI thing, she's developed, you know, what seems like a very real feelings towards it, because she says that she loves him as well at some point in the future, which we haven't reached yet. But, you know, it's nice that it's like, at what point do things stop being just a product?
Yeah.
And when does it start becoming a real thing?
Well, it's like what RT said at some point about how it's like, were they programmed to be like that, or did they eventually develop their own? Yeah. So what were you going to say? Sorry, RT.
No, I was going to say as well, I just thought it was a callback as well, just the Deckard and Rachel, even in the original, like, because again, you just have that exploration. It's like, well, they're just like us, basically, you know, so at what point do you draw the line?
Yeah.
And also, like, Wallace does mention when
he brings
in a replicant to show Deckard that he's got a replicant that's just like Rachel. And he's like, you were both designed to fall in love in that particular moment, you know.
Yeah.
That was the design.
Yeah.
And it happened. And Deckard's like, nah, fuck off.
Yeah, he does not agree with that whatsoever. So that was nice to see. I actually kind of like how they did the CGI for her, because they had like a body double, and they used the combination of her real face and the effects of, you know, the old footage that they had of that character.
Sean Young. Yeah. It was very good. I did like it.
Yeah, she didn't look... Well,
you could still tell it was off, but it wasn't as off as it could have been. Like when they de-aged Harrison Ford. That's weird.
Oh, I mean, that it's weird, but it's not like egregious. The most egregious examples that I can think of is I can't remember his name, but the Rogue One movie. There's that character who's like dead in real life, but they've put him in Rogue One.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it doesn't look good.
There's some weird examples. They did that in a new Alien movie as well.
I was going to say.
Yes. Oh my God, that's so bad.
It's cool to see this character, but at the same time, this is kind of fucked up, like, technically.
That is a good shout, though. It took me out of it. I'm like, this scene is doing nothing for me because you guys have just botched it. He does not look right. But yeah.
Yeah, weird growing trend that we'll have, I'm sure, in movies in the next coming years, thanks to our AI overlords. Let's go. But
I'm so excited. It's all going to be so fucked up. It's all going to look like shit.
It's uncanny valley and it makes me uncomfortable, especially when it like overstays its welcome, which is my issue with, like, I didn't have an issue with it in this because it was just very... just for that moment, right? But the scene in Alien and the scene in Rogue One. Also, I don't know if you guys can hear that.
I can hear something in the background.
Okay, so I didn't know this. Listen to this.
What is happening?
So I've just discovered that in the West Midlands there's a scrap man. Did you guys know this?
Scrap man.
Yeah, he goes around collecting people's scrap.
Well, they have that in most places.
Do they?
Well, I have it here. Like, you just leave shit out on the curb.
Yeah.
And a guy will just take it and...
he announces it like that.
So this isn't the binman?
No, this is just a guy who's just, like, asking on a speaker if you've got scrap.
Is this just a UK thing?
Yeah, probably.
Maybe you don't have it over there. That's interesting.
Yeah, no, I've never heard of this.
I mean, I lived in Manchester and now I'm in the West Midlands, and like I heard it like a few weeks ago, and I was like to Joe, "What the? What is going on?" Because in Cyprus we have a sort of equivalent, and they sell either watermelons or potatoes. But they're on a speaker like that. But they're on a speaker like that, and it just sounds so bizarre. But yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that.
You're good.
Sorry, what were we talking about? The sex scene, and then she puts a tracker, and he ends up in Las Vegas.
Comes up to Harrison Ford and is like, "Hey, you want any watermelons?"
Yeah, and he's like, "What the fuck? You're a scrap man." He's like, "I'm a scrap man."
Be a very different movie.
It's a great movie.
Oh god, yeah, he finds those beehives, and then what's that movie you watched, Dan? The
Beekeeper.
Yeah, and then Jason Statham turns up.
I'm confused by the bees.
Me too. I don't get it.
I feel like the bees, because you have it with like the grubs at the start when the replicant is farming them. Like, I think the idea is like. Sorry, just a fucking scrap man in the background.
This is the first time this has happened on a recording as well.
Genuinely, I'm so sorry. He's just on the ground again.
But I think the idea is that like the replicants have like a hobby, or they're trying to cultivate something that is like so wholly outside of their programming that like it's just to show their humanity.
Yes.
I think that's what the bees specifically are for, because presumably they are Deckard's bees. There's no one else about. Yeah, but they have to be, because there's no one else there in Vegas.
Yeah, but also, is that dog real? I don't think it is, you know.
He's the fucking best guy ever.
It's kind of hard to tell with some of the animals, because like even the original, like you have like replicant animals quite a bit.
Oh yeah, the owl.
The owl is a notable one, and like some of the snakes as well.
The fish.
The fish.
I love that dog. He is great.
Well, he feeds it freaking whiskey. And I'm like, okay, so maybe it's not real, or maybe it's just he doesn't care.
I was wondering about that. Yeah. Like, Harrison Ford just decks like a whiskey on the ground. It's like, there you go, boy.
My mum used to give the cat wine.
Oh my god.
Just a little bit of red wine, just a little bit.
It was a French
A
crash.
little bit of he was very, very fancy boy.
Oh goodness. Yeah, I really liked I keep going to say New Vegas. It's not New Vegas.
No, I had the same thing in my head. It's like, oh, it's like Fallout. Like,
Yeah,
it's even got like the orange glow. Like,
Yeah, that's so true because it's the desert or the Mexico filter as they.
oh yeah, it's a la Breaking Bad.
I've recently watched that all the way through again for like the millionth time. But yeah, they really ham up that Mexico filter.
Welcome to Mexico. Everything is yellow suddenly.
Yeah, it's like really intense. Like
As soon as you cross the border,
yeah,
it's like,
just
whoa.
instant.
It's actually what happens. Yeah, it's a different skybox, you know.
Skybox. But yeah, he's in one of the casino hotels in Las Vegas, and we finally get to see Harrison Ford, which is nice, with his iconic gun. By the way, he's still got it.
He's still got it. Yeah, that thing is like a hand cannon. And like I because I saw like 2049 first, and then went back and rewatched it, and I was like, was it that powerful in the original? Yeah, it actually was. Like that thing packs a punch.
Yeah, because he shoots, he just almost shoots him. I don't even know if he lands a shot, but
I think he does on the arm, maybe.
Does he?
Because he I don't know. It's very hard to tell, isn't it?
Yeah, because obviously Kay gets battered and bruised and shot and sliced a lot throughout the film, so he's always looking a bit worse for wear. But yeah, he goes flying over the edge, and then they go in that little auditorium performance scape where you've got the sounds glitching, and you've got Elvis
jump scare because of the glitchy sound, which is great.
Yeah. What did you think of this scene? Like, did you like it?
Like, see, I'm kind of on the fence about it. Yeah, because it's just very flashy, and it's like Like I found it a little hard to watch just because of like how often the lights are coming on and off.
Yes, I kind of hate
that just fucks me up in the senses whenever I see stuff like that. But it was a good scene. It was a fun little fight. You know, you gotta have some conflict between like old and new.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool, but that's like my aesthetic anyway. So
yeah,
like I love that sort of thing.
Technically, Vegas is an assault on the senses, so I guess they narrowed that. Yeah, because it's very flashy, very overstimulating in your face, and
there was one bit. It's like slight tangent, but like related to sensory overload. There's one bit in the original where like Deckard is like investigating photos, but every time he zooms in the photo, like the entire screen flashes blue.
Does
and it's
it?
like, yeah, it does. It's actually really intense effect. And it's like, I was watching it, it's like, oh my God, like this must have given people seizures.
I have to look away because it's so...
Yeah, it's so
like,
bad.
Full on. It was incredibly... And also it just made me laugh so fucking much. It became such a cliche in everything.
Oh, what the enhance.
But it literally is just enhance the image. Enhance.
Yeah.
Like,
look at that reflection. Zoom in. Turn 360 degrees. Look at the person taking the picture.
Like, yes, my JPEG is getting quite crunchy now.
Yeah. Red Dwarf did a very good parody of Blade Runner in Back to Earth. I'm a big fan of Red Dwarf. And they just take the piss out of it really well. Like, they go around in so many different circles just to see something that you could have seen in the original picture anyway.
Yeah, I love how advanced the tech is in 2049 at least. Like some of the tech they use to analyze DNA or do X-ray scans, it's just insane. Like I love the old rudimentary tech that looks old and old school, and then you've got this incredible technology in it, and from 2019 to 2049.
Oh yeah, sorry, 2019.
Yeah. I thought it was absolutely incredible. Really, I thought they did a good job.
Do you know what I was thinking about that I found interesting? So a lot of the media today, when we look at things and how the future is going to look, everything sort of has the same sort of feeling about it, right? You've got Blade Runner, you've got like Cyberpunk, you've got Starfield. Everything's got the same sort of vibe about it. Everything's like and it's like either really dystopian, like where everything's broken, you've got Fallout sort of
because you've
style.
got no like natural organic resources, so you have to go to minerals to then make this kind of shit.
But
essentially
everything's got the same sort of like feeling about it. Everything's sort of you've got the Eastern influence, like there's a lot of Japanese influence and Chinese influence and things. And then you've got like the buildings all look the same. Everything's quite hazy and neon. And it's like all the media sort of brings that together and it's all the same. And if you think in the 60s, they had this different idea of the future, right? And it'll be so interesting to look back in like 20, 30 years of what we thought the future would look like, right? Yeah. But what we think the future will look like in the future. Yeah. So when we get to 2049, what does the human race think the future will look like?
Because, to be honest, I think it's a bit grim, even if like the current projections are any indication. Like everything's grey, like nature is dead. The world has been set on fire multiple times.
It's just Blackpool, really.
It's just Blackpool, honestly. Yeah. But to be fair, the building, the memory building where the lady was, the outside of that building looks like the old places in Bradford, like a lot of the brutalist architecture.
Yeah.
It is a lot of the. My mom took a lot. She was like a photographer. And she did really artistic photos of all the brutalist architecture around places, and it's like. I was like, that looks like the Bradford and Bingley building. That's like the fucking building society.
I do like brutalist buildings and architecture and stuff. It's interesting. I like when you can see greenery interlaced into it as well, like with plants and stuff like that. There's like some of that in Japan. Which really, really, really aesthetically pleasing to look at.
I feel like that's more rare, though. Like, I'm trying to remember how many plants I even saw in the movie. Like,
well, they didn't because
there's some dead trees.
She says, "I've never seen a tree before." That's one of the ladies of the night, the working girls.
Oh, that scene in the brothel made me so uncomfortable. By the way, when there was like the frosted glass and you could just see flesh, like you could just see fleshy figures, and they're all clearly having but it's what it's supposed to do. It's meant to make you feel uncomfortable. Like brothels are clearly not the greatest of places anyway, but the way that they portrayed it was so grim, you know what I mean? Because there's no
it's very dystopian.
No privacy. You can still see them doing stuff. Right? Ugh, it just made me feel really uneasy.
Because they are products.
They are, yeah.
Well, these, they're properly products. I've got my see-through jacket, by the way. It turned out that was what the doorbell was. Oh. And there's also a lady, she's wearing a see-through one. So I've got my prostitute jacket, my future prostitute jacket. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to wear it.
I do love the translucent, the yellow one.
Yeah, I've got like a skirt and top that's like see-through grey plastic as well. I've got blow-up furniture. This is like, I'm so going for this future.
You're set for 2049.
I have so set. I'm going to get neon lights. More neon lights definitely needed.
We're going to get to 2049 and she's going to be the only one wearing the translucent raincoat.
And also in 2049,
come on, guys, I thought we had a plan.
Yeah.
I'll be in my 50s, way past my prime, which is already gone. My prime was, I don't know when my prime, I can't remember. Just comment below on when you think my prime was.
Oh my God. I turned 30 this year. No joke, on my 30th birthday, my knees ached.
Yeah.
I had a new pain that I woke up with, and it's like, well, I'm old now.
Well,
Gee, how old you're only 30,
32 this year?
Oh.
Yeah, 32 this year. Oh, just the thought of that. Just shivers. Yeah, my condolences.
I turned 36 this year, so I'm way over the hill. I'm done for, mate.
Oh my god.
I fully accept this. I'm aging disgracefully.
Fair.
With my inflatable furniture and my see-through jackets, and I've got some over-the-knee boots as well.
Do you remember
They're really nice.
Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, this was like 30 odd years between Blade Runner movies or something like that, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We might have time for one more before we...
I could probably be in it. I'm going to audition. I'm going to be like, can I be one of your space prostitutes, please? Your off-world prostitutes.
I've got the jacket and everything.
I could bring my own jacket. I've seen a tree before.
Whoa!
Yo, no way.
No way.
That may be a selling point in future, right? The way things are going, it's damn odd out.
We watched Trances in the last episode as well, and that had a future that was very, very similar in the dystopian sort of neon gritty future, and coffee and beef weren't real things. And
well, they were, but they were very rare or very expensive, right? So it's funny because that movie we watched for the last episode, and then because the whole thing with our podcast is we roll dice on it, and then whatever the number lands on. Yeah. So it was just funny that Trances was the last one, and then we're on Blade Runner.
Which Trances kind of ripped off the Exterminator.
Terminator.
I don't know what planet I'm on. Terminator.
It'll be back
and
to sort
Blade
that rodent
Runner.
problem. Let me tell you.
Yeah, that's a different film entirely. It ripped off Terminator, Blade Runner, RoboCop sort of things. It was just like everything crammed into this one sort of film. And it was
what kind of
done shat.
tier movie would that be? Like a B movie, a C movie, a D movie?
It's sort of like a B movie. I don't know. I don't know my tiers of movies anymore.
Beekeeper is an amazing B movie. Like, it really is that tier.
You like jazz, RT? You like jazz? So yeah, he goes there. He talks to, he has a fight with Harrison Ford, with Deckard, and they find where he is, and they take Deckard. And they do a number on Kay. They beat the shit out of him.
But it's all right because the prostitute lady turns up as well.
Yeah,
she tracked him. I don't know how the other guys tracked him.
Well, because of Joy.
I think they caught wind of that. Was it Joy, or did they just use her tracker?
Probably.
Because didn't Love approach the girls in the brothel and say the one in the green coat, was that Joy that Love that did that?
I don't actually remember that, weirdly. Did that happen?
Well, I don't know. Someone said one in the green jacket,
right,
and pointed him out, and so then she went to talk to them, and the girls were talking in like a different language.
It's the lady with the missing eye you're thinking of.
Oh yeah, so that's the one that we need to get. Okay.
Yeah, so this is the next part where he encounters them, all of them.
Yeah. So it's just like there's two separate sides that are trying to get hold of Deckard and Kay. And so she turns up and they do actually rescue him and help him. They take him. And I hope that they also took the dog.
Don't think they did.
No, the dog is left behind. Yeah,
I was really hoping that they took I'm pretending in my head that the dog was taken with them. Well looked after.
Well, that's why I wasn't sure if he was real or not, because he could just be. Because he's like, is that dog real? And then Deckard's like, no.
Well, the dog is living his best life in slightly radioactive Vegas.
Yeah, he's got whiskey for days.
So much whiskey.
Yeah.
What do they eat out there, do you think?
That's a great question.
Just
whiskey and honey.
And bees.
Yeah.
Eat the bees.
Whiskey and bees. Not the honey, just the bees.
The bees, yeah.
Bees. There's a joke in Futurama, and there's these aliens that make pizza, and he's like, how'd you get the crust so fizzy? Live bees.
Oh no.
The thought of that sends me over the edge. Thinking of bees and crust. Bee crust.
Nice cup of bees.
A cup of bees? Want a cup of bee?
But yeah, so he encounters not only the prostitute lady, but the lady with the missing eye and a whole group of people standing behind her, and this is where we find out the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he is not the kid. Rachel is the person who gave birth to the kid, but he finds out that he is not the special one, and that memory was in fact a memory implanted in him, sadly.
And the baby was a girl.
Yeah.
And he feels like his world has been torn away from him because he believed so much that it was him. He was the baby. Everything sort of lined up. Yeah. Everything lined up.
It did. Then very well, actually. So.
They say Rachel had a girl.
Yeah, and the data was covered up, basically, to make
and he realizes
child harder to find.
Yeah.
He realizes that he was the male in the matching DNA.
Yeah, so
that's the data was smushed.
Well, Deckard did say, I taught them how to cover their tracks and, put them in hiding and mislead, and clearly Kay is the result of that, which is a sad reality for him, a sad realization for him. But because he had a conversation with Deckard about, like, didn't you want to meet the child? Didn't you want to be around? And he's like, no, everybody had a part to play, and my part was to leave.
Yeah.
Which I thought was very sad.
Yeah, sad.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he knew it'd be best, and if Rachel wasn't even alive and around, like, it just made so much more sense to just fuck off. And so Kay realizes that he was the replicant that was given all of this information that was this baby girl to throw off the tracks. And they marked her as deceased. They marked the girl as deceased. So nobody would ever look for her because she's dead.
Well, yeah, and also, we discover that it's the memory maker.
It is the memory maker.
And
that's why she was crying, because it was her memory.
And there's a very subtle bit, like, I think the movie even, like, recounts the scene, but there's a line where she says, like, every creator leaves a bit of themselves in their work.
Yes.
Yeah, the best memories have a bit of themselves.
Yeah, I thought that was really nice.
Yeah, and it's sad. Ooh.
It is sad. And they, Jared Leto's character has a, conversation with Deckard, and he brings out what we talked about with the replicant Rachel 2.0, I guess. And he just proves his point of, where did the baby go? And he's got Rachel's skull. Because she stole the bones, right? Yeah, so he's got Rachel's skull, and, a Rachel replicant walks out, and he goes, it's not her, she's got green eyes, So
Jared he just killed.
Love shoots her in the head.
Just points her gun and goodbye, Rachel.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's how little these replicants mean to this company, the Wallace Company. They don't mean anything. They're just like a tool. Which is what they were invented to be anyway.
So I can't tell if he's a replicant or not then. It's really...
What, Deckard?
No, not Deckard. Jared Leto's character. I feel like he is.
Or he's a modified man to the point of, like... Because he has the little things that he puts in his head.
Yeah,
and
very cyberpunk 2077, isn't it?
I think he's human because he, like, puts himself, like, he distinguishes a hierarchy where, like, he's in charge effectively. Okay.
That'd be interesting to see.
He's talking down to other replicants, So like, I think he himself is human, and he just believes he has a bit of a god complex, Jared Leto things.
I'd be curious to see. He is human. Neander Wallace.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
Oh, he is blind. Ooh. I was wondering why he...
Those floaty things are his eyes.
I think that's what it is, yeah. It's like a sensory thing.
Yeah. So, but Deckard doesn't want to give in to this shit. He knows it's all... He had his task. He's going to protect his is the kid because he cares. And he cares about replicants and the future of replicants. He
also said, like, you know, I didn't want my kid to be poked, prodded, dissected, you know, tested, experimented, right? Because it's a big deal for a replicant to give birth. So he's keeping the secret.
Keeping the secret. But then this other group of people, they would like to know this stuff. They kept all of this secret so that they could protect the child, but also they're collecting to have an uprising. They've got themselves a little army going to overthrow the Wallace Corporation. And if they can have their own, if they can make babies eventually, then that's great. They can do it on their own.
Yeah, well, they're tired of being slaves. They're tired of, you know,
this is why you don't give anything intelligence. Don't give it it sentience.
God,
just create like an ethical nightmare, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's like if you give it's like the butter robot from Rick and Morty. What is my purpose? You pass butter. Oh.
Blade Runner 2049 in a nutshell.
Yeah, it's just sad, man. And I already feel sorry for the fucking, you know, the Boston Dynamics robots that they keep pushing around.
Yeah.
I already feel bad for them. Oh, they're so cute.
They are cute. I feel so bad when I watch videos of them kicking the shit out of them. I'm like, geez. I know that's the purpose, because it's like they need to be resilient enough to withstand falls and whatever. Can they get back up? But it's still very torture. Cool. Yeah. But yeah, there's like a whole scene, a fight scene between Love and Kay, or Joe, actually. His name's... He's... you know, given a name through... Do you, when you're a big see-through lady, do you take your clothes off and say to Joe, you look like a good Joe? All the time.
Yeah, I thought so.
All the time.
When you're a big lady, when you're a big see-through pink lady.
Big see-through pink lady. That scene gets memed on. You must have, when you were watching this, Dan, you must have been like, oh, I reckon, like, because there's so many meme scenes from this film.
That scene is one of the few ones that like I actually recognize. I think someone did a green screen edit of myself as the big lady.
Stop.
And now with this context, it feels very weird.
When you did that green screen thing, you stood in front of a green screen and people just fucked with it.
That's the thing, people made effects, but now I have context because someone did that, and like Ryan Gosling is just staring lovingly at me as like I'm just, you know, saying random nonsense.
Well, why wouldn't he?
But now it makes more sense.
You're a giga sex kitten, apparently, to this person.
I can't say I'm surprised, you know.
It was about time. Gonna happen.
I love that scene. That scene and the scene where he loses his mind. And, you know, there's like a whole thing with Ryan Gosling in general, and everyone's like, he's just like me, for real. He's literally me. And this is one of those films where...
But I only think about the big giant lady, the big giant see-through lady. She'll have a big giant vagina just in everybody's face.
Sure.
And when she bends over, and you're just going to be able to see everything.
Sure.
That's
all I think about.
Yeah.
This is all I think about. You know, it's just like, okay, put your big fanny away.
Oh my God.
Listen, sometimes you just need to welcome big lady into your life, okay?
You do. Big lady.
2025. Sometimes you just need to welcome a big lady into your life.
Welcome, big lady, welcome.
He does need to.
So, like, he realizes that he has to make a sacrifice as well, because
it's one of the most human things you can do, apparently.
It is, because that's what the guy at the beginning did. He said, you're killing your own kind because you've never witnessed a miracle. And, you know, it's... so he was part of it. He sacrificed himself so that he could hide
Rachel.
The secrets. Yeah, he could hide Rachel and everything. So Joe goes, right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to just fucking go for it and kill whoever I need to do to protect Deckard and all the secrets and blah, blah, blah. So
Well, if he's not going to be the child in question, he may as well do something pretty profound, I think.
And
that's his purpose.
Joy is gone at this stage because Love broke the Tamagotchi.
Yeah. stomped on her.
Yeah, that was quite sad. Like literally the last thing she even says is "I love you," and then she's
I know,
gone.
that's the saddest bit of the film.
So sad.
No, it was
My
really
Tamagotchi.
heartbreaking. But he saves, has a tussle with love, and he saves Deckard, and
This is my favourite bit of the film.
Okay,
because aesthetically, like the shots of it, the lighting, the water being so clear and blue and splashing, and then there's rain falling on it, and the way that it's lit and angled, and it's so claustrophobic at the same time.
Because it's very dark around it, but then in the middle is the light of the car and stuff.
And I have dreams about stuff like this happening.
Okay.
And
big fight.
I'm having a big fight. Well, I'm in like a tiny little pod, and like somebody's choking me, or I'm being drowned, something like that.
Oh, no.
But it's got a very dreamlike quality to this particular bit, and I really like that.
Yeah, because a lot of dreams do that. They're very weird and they don't make sense. And yeah, I see your correlation there. It's very surreal and weird.
I woke up from a nightmare this morning. It was horrible.
Was it that you had to do this podcast, or?
Yeah, it turned out it was real.
Like a nightmare. So sorry. Like the surrealness of like, especially like the climax and like this last part, like, again, really pays like tribute. Like I felt to the first one, because you have that similar quality where it's like in the first one, Deckard is like climbing a building, basically trying to get away from your man, and there's this sort of otherworldliness to it. I thought this was just also done. Also, just a big water motif is like everyone being washed in rain or just waves this kind, like. But you just kind of have that here, and it just feels appropriate.
Yeah, agreed.
It's lovely. I really like it, and the fact that you keep thinking that it's over, and that it's like, oh, she's dead. Oh no, wait, she's back. She's the best. He's dead. Oh wait, no, he's back. And it just keeps going. It's like, okay, now he's saved Deckard just in time, but he's dead or whatever. And oh no, he's back. He's all right. He's
like Kay or like Joe at this point, like he gets shot real bad in these scenes, and there's several times like, oh, he's down and out for the count, and then he's just up again with like a steel chair and like just decking love, and like it's wild to watch.
It's so cool, and I mean, I really liked it. And he says, "All right, let's go go see your daughter," and so that's the whole point. You would have been sad if he'd never met his daughter. You never met the kid. You would have been. It wouldn't have.
The casting was pretty decent. Like she did kind of look like Rachel a little bit, I guess, or like she could be a combo of both of them. So I thought that was a nice little
combo.
Yeah. Wombo combo. Wombo combo. But yeah, it was a nice, he's like out on the steps. It's snowing. He's sat down on the steps and Deckard's gone inside too.
He just passes out, presumably passes away. It's left a bit in the air if
I'm pretty
Joe
sure
is alive by the end.
I think he dies, right? That's what it feels like to me.
I mean, it does feel. I mean, it's the end of the movie anyway. We're probably not going to hear more of his adventures.
Doesn't matter, really, does it? If he's dead or alive.
I do find it hilarious that, because usually with Harrison Ford in these movies that he does in general, he typically likes to go out, right? I think he prefers to go out. So I find it funny that he's actually alive at the end of this one.
He lives this one.
Yeah, I think maybe because he's very outspoken when it comes to franchises that he's attached to, especially Star Wars.
Oh, Jesus.
He's very outspoken. So I found it ironic that he's, alive in this one, because he's getting on. And I don't know if they're going to do another one.
Well, it's interesting because I think there's a TV series planned.
Really?
Blade Runner. I think is it Blade Runner 2099? I remember seeing something about it. It's in production.
Interesting. I think
so
you might be
going to be more.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, it's a TV miniseries for Amazon Prime. Now there's no confirmed like roles coming back. It's all different
alright.
because we're 50 years on again.
Harrison Ford might crash a plane again.
Stop.
Oh no.
Oh my
Stop
god.
crashing your planes.
Oh, that's funny. Well,
So
that was Blade Runner.
that was Blade Runner. I had one little tidbit as well, just for Harrison Ford specifically being involved in this. So I actually was a bit of a contrarian as well when I went to watch the original Blade Runner. I had never seen the version where Harrison Ford explains what's happening.
So in the
this is-
original.
In the original, so this is the
yeah.
theatrical release. So a lot
Right.
of people, I think, have seen the final cut. I think is like the most acclaimed version. But in the original, like they present it as a more of a noir film. So Harrison Ford like just does this awful panned voiceover for parts of it, and apparently he hated this. So the delivery on his lines and the voiceover are really shit.
Oh no.
Like literally, like the movie ends with him just being, it's like how long will we live in this world? Who knows? Like it's something like that, and it's like really anticlimactic.
I need to hear this now. It's hilarious.
It's really funny. Like he also talks over the whole Tears in the Rain scene.
No,
And it's just, it
that's
does not
awful.
have the emotional impact that it does in the the good version. Like it's just really bad. And he's just like, I don't know why he had his reasons to let me live. It's like,
See, I was annoyed even in the original that there was that voice of like him doing that noir voice, but it worked because it was like that's how
That's a noir.
That's how noir.
as a noir film.
Yeah.
As a noir film, yeah, it's like, but he in the original cut, like they didn't have him yammering over all the whole thing.
Yeah.
So
I need to see that now. It'd be interesting to see, but the way you've described it sounds.
He even spoiled one part that does stand out. Harrison Ford does say the N-word in some of the narration.
What?
he does,
Which
he
is
does,
wild.
Yeah,
And I just had to do a double take. I was like, what the fuck?
What's the context
I
for
laugh
that?
at that every time. Well, no, because they call.
He's referring to someone who does not like robots and looks down at them, basically.
Yeah, and he says
treats
he's the
them-
same kind of person that would have called black men the N-word back then.
Okay,
But
right.
he
So
says
there
the
is
full-
context,
But it's also
there
in
is
like the
context.
most deadpan delivery, and it's like
Yeah.
Harrison Ford just phoned in the voice. So it's just
And
like
Harrison Ford, he's he's like, I say this all the time. It's fine. You don't have to ask me twice.
oh Jesus!
Yeah.
Oh God!
So I think it's interesting that he's back for 2049 though, because like
He's
because
not allowed to say it.
Harrison Ford. No, not that. He didn't say it. No.
I'm only coming back if I can say the
In the contract. It's like the director's cut eventually.
We've got to let him. I mean, it's not going to be a
Gotta
good
get
film
it in
without him.
once, you know.
Oh shit! How are we going to do it?
But no, I find it interesting because Harrison Ford is so outspoken, especially for return to roles. And
Yeah.
I know that for the original Blade Runner, the voiceover, he specifically did not want that in it. And that's why he phones it in. So there must have been some chat about like that and just like his role for 2049 for him to even do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Apparently he was, because it's like you're saying about him being outspoken, like with Star Wars. I think he does like Star Wars, but I think he doesn't like how much attachment there is with the fans to it, right? It's not on the, like, Blade Runner is a cult classic, but it's not at the same level that people go on about Star Wars. I can kind of see where he's coming from in a way. He, especially the older he gets, it's just the people don't care what they say, right? They just they're brutally honest.
It's hilarious for some franchises because he was in the newest Captain America movie, and
Oh.
I think he was asked about Marvel, and he was just like, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's our new
a guy.
lead actor for it. Sure,
Yeah.
I know one role that he actually does like is Indiana Jones, and he's been
Well,
very
he
outspoken.
loves,
That's his
yeah.
favorite, so he'll
That's it.
always do more Indiana Jones when he can.
Yeah, which is fair enough. I don't hold anything against an actor if they're, if they prefer a certain type of role or a certain type of franchise. It's their prerogative, you know what I mean? So I kind of get where he's coming from. He's like the polar opposite of Mark Hamill, who Mark Hamill will always...
Oh, he's full of fans.
Yeah, it's for the fans, will always sing the graces of Star Wars or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you've got Harrison Ford, who's like, oh my God, leave me alone.
Like he does not give a shit.
No, he
it's
really
great.
doesn't. doesn't.
But I'd like to imagine, because he's also particularly good as Deckard. Like, that's the thing. Like, he's such a well-rounded character.
Yeah.
And I feel like even like seeing again, like just rewatching the original, and that's like, yeah, he's actually really good in the role. There's like a reservedness to Deckard, which I really like.
Yeah, I want to see. I can't wait to watch it again later. Because it's been a hot minute. It's one of my favorite movies because I love how beautifully crafted the world is. So I'm excited to give that a rewatch. It's a
Definitely.
really good film. Should probably put the original on for YOMP actually, since we've done this.
Yeah, we probably should. I mean, we talked about it quite a bit anyway, but. So with the acting, I don't particularly think that Harrison Ford or Ryan Gosling are very good actors at the best of times, but I do understand. It made me laugh every time that Ryan Gosling, because he's a replicant and he's not supposed to exhibit any emotion, when he started to feel emotions, and he had this face of like, okay, Ryan, you're not allowed to show emotion, but you've got like you're trying not to show emotion, but you're feeling some emotion, and it was like the most funny expression that he had on his face at these times. I could not help but laugh. And usually he's got a very wooden delivery anyway, personally. I liked him in the Barbie movie.
Incredible. I liked him in the Barbie movie.
He was, because it fits, because he's a doll. And in this one, it fits because he's a robot.
Well, he was like in Drive.
It fits because he doesn't say anything.
Yeah. He's getting typecast as the silent, brooding, doesn't say a lot,
doesn't act man. Anyway, yeah, but Harrison Ford, I don't think he's a particularly good actor.
You don't think so?
Nothing.
Really?
No, you can't.
I like him though.
Yeah,
he's very. There's something very generic about him, but he was also kind of set in that back in the day, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know,
he's the cocky, adventurous,
like that's the thing,
manly archetype in his films a lot of the time.
I kind of like that. There's something quite comforting about that role.
Yeah, it's just
it works.
Yeah, he's part of our childhoods. At least mine. Like he's just, I put him up there with Arnie or Sylvester Stallone or any of those guys who did those kinds of action
movies. And
Arnie's
not really a good actor.
Arnie can't act for shit, but I will watch him do anything. He's just such a joy to watch,
Sure. And it's just funny, I love
Arnie. Just anytime he screams, it's so iconic.
It fit, the roles fit, it was well cast, and I was immersed. And I didn't get quite as bored as I remembered getting, because I didn't remember a fucking thing about this film.
Really?
I remember bits of it. I remember.
So when did you watch this? Sorry, the first time.
I watched it in 2017, and then I watched it in like 2020, maybe. I've seen it a couple of times before. Yeah, it's been a while. And things I remember was the Voight-Kampff test, where cells
interlinked cells.
Interlinked. I remember Joy's jacket, the prostitutes, and I remember I only remember vague flashes, but like literally nothing about the fucking story. Like, oh good, but I have a terrible memory for these things, so it's nice.
That's fair. You watch a lot of films as well, so there's probably a lot of.
I watch what some people would describe as films. Yes.
Yeah.
No way. Whoa.
No way.
So interesting thing. So I was actually just looking up here for Blade Runner specifically. Apparently, this movie has 3 prequels.
Huh?
Yeah. It's got like
there are short films. There's 2 short films. There's 2036, Nexus Dawn, and 2048, Nowhere to Run. There is also an anime one that's a 15-minute short that's called Blade Runner Blackout 2022. And they're apparently all the lead-in for this one. Like the specifics, like the end of the Tyrell Company and stuff like that. That's depicted in these to set it up a bit more, which is really interesting.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's really interesting. Are they any good? Question mark?
I have no idea. Yeah, I was just looking these up because I'm curious. I wonder if they just made
trivia
these
when we talk about
any going to the trivia.
Yeah. So that's a good trivia point. Sorry, what were you saying?
Well, I was just thinking. I was just gonna say. I wonder if they cut out some of this context just because the movie was already so long, and they just had to make it like its own thing.
Yeah, probably. Like they were just like, oh well. I mean, we can't. It's not really super duper important. We could just put it. Let's just make it short. Just cut it off and put it in its own little thing, which is nice because if you want more context and you want this stuff to be. Like it's like good enough on its own sort of little thing, and it's like it provides a lot of context, but you don't want to just put it as an extra on a DVD or something, you know?
Well, you're one of those people that really hates exposition, right? You find a lot of exposition at the beginning of films or even in the middle of films to be really lazy.
I hate the text crawl.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in Trances, the cop says, his wife was killed by a trancer. Like that's the exposition. Is literally telling somebody else.
That's all you fucking need.
That's all you need.
Yeah. Text crawls at the beginning, and the text crawl in the beginning of this, I was just like, okay, it's taking for fucking ever as well. Like the text flashing.
It's a long movie, yeah.
Oh, so here I can see in the trivia here. So the giant joy and the hologram advertisement was supposed to be her default setting. The idea being that Kay customized her voice and appearance to be less sexualized.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought there was like some sense of that. Yeah.
Yeah. And apparently, which I think this point is really fascinating, and I'm really sad because we missed out on this, but apparently David Bowie was supposed to be Wallace.
Oh,
but
he would have been so good.
He died 6 months before the start of shooting.
He would have been so good as well, wouldn't he?
He would have. I'm so upset now because
we got Jared Leto instead. Like, what a travesty.
Oh, that is a travesty. That makes me sad. Oh, no.
Because he plays it like David Bowie can act. He plays a certain style of character, but he's great at it.
He's so good. He's so good. Rest in peace, my king. My king. What else? What other interesting trivias?
I mean, I find it fascinating just how much more they're planning to do with Blade Runner, just even as a franchise and that. Apparently there is a game in development as well.
I'd play the shit out of that if it was actually good. But
there has been a game that came out in 2022, which is
Cyberpunk.
Shit. No, the Blade Runner game is shit.
Oh.
I love Cyberpunk 2027. 2020. That's fucking great. I love the world, and Philip K. Dick said that the original Blade Runner was better than he could have imagined, because he saw like the first 20 minutes of it, like before he died. I mean, I don't think he died mid-film watching it. Like, that'd be great, though, wouldn't it?
It's so good it killed the otter.
Yeah, wow. He said it was like so spot on to his vision. So I'm glad that they sort of kept that vision. And Ridley Scott hadn't read it. He hadn't read Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. It was just the screenwriter that read it. So it's like nobody... Yeah, it's great. These are just facts about the original one. I learned how they made the replicants' eyes glow, so that's super cool. I know how they did that, and so I thought it was just I did enjoy it, and I thought it was very good, except for some of the CGI really took it out for me.
I feel like there wasn't a lot of CGI though. Right? I mean, with the flying cars, I guess, and the cityscapes, I suppose. But
even the interiors of the buildings.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Like with the data farm type.
Yeah. But did you notice they put a lot of use in my favorite lighting technique, the water.
I loved that the water light so much. Don't know what it meant, but I loved looking at it so much.
Sometimes things don't need a meaning.
I feel like
it's just pretty.
Yeah, but like even to just like the things in Las Vegas, for example, they got apparently one of the original setting people from the original film to do the Las Vegas setting, for example. So
that's really cool.
Yeah, I love reading this stuff. It's so freaking fascinating.
It is good.
Yeah. And it just shows you the attention to detail, the love for the craft, how well thought out some things were. I love it. Because I respect it so much, that how much work goes into this kind of stuff.
Like one of the craziest things I find too, which is even adapting like the original like story basically, is the biggest liberty the films take is the question if Deckard is human or not. Because he's decidedly human in the original. There is no debate. Whereas here, like, it's purely a film thing. Whereas, like, is he a replicant himself?
Well, it would have been interesting if he was a replicant in the original, because then two replicants.
Well, that's the question.
Made a
isn't
baby,
it?
right?
Yeah, because they're kind of ambiguous about that, like, constantly. You know, I feel like even in 2049, they kind of just straddle that line again. They don't really give you a definitive answer if he's human or not.
Well, I guess, with Deckard?
With Deckard, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Like, you don't really... They don't mention it. They don't say anything.
I feel like
they don't really touch on
it. Yeah, I feel personally, my interpretation is I feel like he is. And I think the big point of, like, even if you read the Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep and what have you, I think it's just very like, again, what is it to be human? What is it? And a lot of the, it's like, to be human is to be born to have a soul, right? So I think
thought it was so sad. The lady says, like, the LAPD lady, she's like, you've been doing all right without a soul. Yeah,
she's very cruel, very harsh.
Sad.
So I think they like really hammer it into them, and they call them skinwalkers. The society's not very nice to them. They're just there to serve a purpose. But clearly the coding from legacy coding or whatever it is still seeps in and still finds a way to, make them more sentient, more conscious, more human, have emotions, have feelings. And it's similar to, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's like the Westworld TV show, not the movie, not the original 80s movie.
I love that movie.
I haven't seen it, but...
Yeah, it's an interesting movie.
Absolutely fucking beautifully shot.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's really good.
Really worth a watch.
Yeah, the first season of the TV show is just, it's very similar to this kind of stuff. But the seasons after I wouldn't recommend, but they do a good job with the first one. So one last trivia and then box office and budget. Apparently the first letter of the name of each of the wooden animals that Rick Deckard carved into in this movie spell out rhino, antelope, cat, horse, elephant, lion, which spell Rachel.
Oh, that's sweet.
That is sweet.
May we all find a love where somebody cannot do anything without spelling our names.
Yeah, it's the whole sound.
Which is easy for G. It's just a letter, isn't it?
G.
Giraffe, elephant.
Giraffe.
Just a giraffe.
Eagle.
Elephant.
Eagle.
Eagle. Not eagle. Eagle.
I was thinking you were saying e-girl.
Carving an e-girl.
Yeah. Carving an e-girl. There you go.
So the budget...
Deckard's dog is an Estrella Mountain dog. Just got to put that in. Estrella Mountain dog. He is gorgeous.
Dog is
very
so cute.
Weird.
Friendly.
Very, like, scruffy looking. Scruffy little dog.
Scruffy boy.
It's radioactive Vegas, so...
Yeah, that's
probably
true,
having time of it.
So apparently the production budget was between 150 million and 185 million, and the film grossed 267.5 million worldwide, which is really good. Success.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
I think it had a good reception at the time as well, because all my friends were like, It's good. This is a good film. Like, and I've got my friends are all like the movie sort of friends who grew up on that and on the original one. So that to have that as a thumbs up from them even is a
that's
thing.
Good. Yeah.
It's like we said. It's anything that's a sequel, remake, 30 years after the fact. Are they going to do a good job? You know what I mean? So I'm glad he did. In the end, so we'll jump on to final thoughts. We'll let RT take the first one. What did you think?
Well, I was
of
just
the
going to
movie.
comment, if the TV series is bad after this, it simply doesn't exist.
Yep.
It's not canon if it's bad.
Yep.
Just didn't
Agreed.
happen. I did really enjoy it. Like it took a while to get going. Like it's a very long movie, and I feel like you feel that with a lot of the shots. But still enjoyable, develops on ideas from the sequels and what it means to be human in a meaningful way. Like I really can't fault it. Like Harrison Ford as well in this. Like it's like man's getting on in years, right? You know, so naturally it's going to be harder for him to act. He's actually pretty good in this, I thought.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed even seeing that. And yeah, Ryan Gosling is just very fun to watch and follow. A little more muted in this one, but it makes sense with the role that he's playing. You know, I did actually quite enjoy it. I think I prefer the first one though. I like the kind of like busyness of the city, and it does just feel so empty some of the times in this one.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful. This one is such an aesthetic. Like you can take like frames of this and just print them as a poster and slap it on the wall, and it will look great in your home.
Mm-hmm.
Are you advertising something? Are you selling something?
And now the Blade Runner poster series.
You can only buy it through RTGame's website.
Use the code
no.
RTGame.
Oh no!
I thought I agree. I prefer the first one just as a vibe. Like I watch.
Nothing
I
beats
have always
the original, right?
watched it as something that I have on in the background because it's kind of like the pacing's good, but and it's not really got a story much to it, but it's that sort of era and that the cinematography and the vibe and everything. And so I thought 2049, it's decent. It's a decent sort of, I paid attention, which is great. You know, I watched the whole thing.
Well, this is the third time you've seen it now, so
yeah,
says something.
It says something, the fact that I've watched it before. I didn't remember it before, but you know. So I'm giving it a 7 out of 10 because it's above average. It's a decent film, and it's got a lot of good points that I appreciate about it. You know, well done.
So you gave it a 7.
7.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good for you. So
I would give it probably about a 7 out of 10 as well. That feels right.
Yeah,
It feels
Like,
it feels it.
I think I would up it if the pacing was a bit quicker. I like some nice pacing, and I like to kind of keep it moving. But this film likes to take its time. That's fair enough. It's just a long movie.
Yeah, that's totally
It's
fair.
very long.
Yeah.
What do you think, G?
I think it's a really, really good film. The fact that it follows something so outstanding, which is the original, and it's got such a huge legacy, and it's a lot of media takes from, Blade Runner and reference it and are inspired by it. So as a successor, I think it did really well. Yeah, the pacing is a bit whatever at times because they like to drag stuff out. I think he just likes to drag scenes out and likes to make something profound in moments and whatever. But I love the music, not as good as the original. I will say that. Music's good. Cinematography's great. Acting, story, I think it all works really well together. I'd give it a 9. I think it's really good.
Wow.
Pretty good.
I really like this film. I think it's just beautiful and such a joy to watch. Joy! It's a joy.
Yo,
She
Yo,
loved
that's your one.
the film because joy.
Because joy. Also, funny facts, I just had Blade Runner opened and it said, why is Blade Runner 2049 suing Elon Musk?
I'm sorry?
It says, round 1 of Blade Runner 2049 legal battle over AI images goes to Warner Brothers and Elon Musk, while dismissing trademark claims. The court found that Tesla could have infringed upon the copyright for the Ryan Gosling film by using stills of the movie to prompt AI image generator.
Oh, it's an AI image generator thing. Okay.
Of course.
Yeah.
First of many, I imagine.
First of many, yes, indeed.
I have one other just fun little trivia bit just for
Go for
casting, if I may. I just
Of
looked this
course.
up, and I think this is so fucking funny. So a lot of other actors were considered for the role of Deckard originally. This includes Gene Hackman, Sean Connery, Jack Nicholson, Clint Eastwood, Arnold Schwarzenegger was considered, and
Yes.
Al Pacino.
Oh, my god!
G would have shot
That is
her pants.
wild
I would have shit
considerations.
myself. I fucking love Al Pacino so
Apparently,
much.
Dustin
dude.
Hoffman was considered at one point. Like,
I saw that.
that's crazy.
I think that would have kind of almost worked. He's not quite as like.
But Dustin
butch,
Hoffman can
though.
act. He can do a lot.
He can,
Yeah,
but
but
I
he's-
don't know.
He's not got the edge that Harrison Ford does.
Yeah.
But that's just a wild range. Like Jack Nicholson, like that seems insane to me.
I wouldn't even consider that as an option, you know? It's just like,
That'd be a very different movie.
yeah.
I think because of the job he did, I think he's just the perfect choice. Can't imagine anyone else playing Deckard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I associate it so well with him, and those other choices sound a bit odd,
Some of them are
right?
insane. Sean
Yeah.
Connery as well. Like that's kind of out there.
He could have,
could do it.
maybe. Yeah, he seems like the likely second option, but the other guys, nah. Not
Arnie
so
for
much.
the Total Recall sweep, you know, just get this in here as well. Like just
Did you
Deckard making that noise.
Oh my god! Did
It'd
you,
be
do you
so
see?
different.
You see, they're doing a freaking Running Man sequel.
Are they actually? What?
Yeah, I saw the trailer and I was like, "Oh my god, please stop, please!"
God, you can't. They just have like movies from 40 years ago on a dartboard sometimes, and it's like,
Yeah.
there we go. What are we
Yeah.
making today?
Yeah, they put like
What
a whole
else have we
bunch
got?
of old school movies like that. Throw a dart. Okay, fuck it. We're doing a remake. We're doing a sequel. Let's go. Get your ass in
I'm
gear.
telling you now, I'm looking at my tapes, and they're definitely gonna try and redo Legend at some point.
Legend.
They're definitely gonna try and redo. Ooh, what else have we got? It's got to be quite a big one, like that people love, and they're gonna tear it apart.
Ghostbusters. They've fucking ran into the ground, and I mean, Naked Gun sounds like it's got good reception. So there are the nice moments in time where they can actually pull it off. So that's nice, right?
Yeah,
But a lot of the time, it just feels lazy
bad.
and not very good.
Oh well, this one was all right. Fantastic stuff, though. I'm so glad that we got to share this with Dan.
Oh, this is great. Thank you so much for having me.
It could have been a lot worse, you know, because
I
looking
feel
at
like
G's movies.
I feel like I got very
my
lucky with the
movies.
choice of movie. No, like I did because I mentioned to you, Boof, as well. Like when you picked this, like I planned to watch this anyway. So it's like, oh, this is like fantastic timing. I'd never seen it. I'd always meant to. So this worked out really
Serendipity.
well.
And actually, G's movie movie list at the moment isn't too horrific. It has been worse.
Yes.
So I did think we got lucky because it's something that I am happy to share, and we can only hope that the next pick. We will roll. Dan, you don't have to watch this if you don't want. You can if you do want, obviously. But I'm not going to make you talk about it with us. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in private. I've got a list that includes Dreamscape, Total Recall,
What's there?
Napoleon Dynamite,
Classic.
Santa Sangre, Shallow Hal, and The Fog. Oh my god!
That's
I know
a
it's
hell
going
of
to
a
be.
mix.
Yeah, I know it's going to be fucking Shallow Hal, and if we have a guest on next time, they're going to fucking wring my neck.
Oh, Shallow Hal.
So I'm going to roll this dice on this dice program that we've got, and it's a 6-sided dice, one side corresponding to one movie. The dice itself, let's do a roll. It is a 1, which corresponds to, wait for it, Dreamscape. Holy shit.
Oh,
Ooh.
Dreamscape.
It's about, right, it's like Inception in a way where the guy wants to kill someone wants to kill the president, so they have to like do it in his dreams. I don't know.
It's Dennis Quaid.
It's Dennis Quaid.
Wow.
So that's exciting for the next episode of YOMP. Can I just once again thank RTGame, Daniel, You are such a fucking joy to talk to.
You are.
Oh, likewise to yourselves. No, thank you so much for having me.
You're
This was
such
really
a
fun.
lovely human being. Seriously, you're such a
For real,
lovely
one of the-
person.
Yeah.
No,
Likewise
seriously,
to
one of the
yourself.
best ones.
No,
One of the best
honestly.
ones on the planet, actually, probably.
You're very,
You too,
very
Kai.
nice, and I'm genuinely, I feel so like thankful that you took the time to be on our podcast.
Yeah.
So
No,
thank
of
you.
course.
appreciate
Like, genuinely, this is so much fun. I really enjoyed this. Thank you so much for having
Well,
me.
we would love to have you back at some point if you would like
I'm
that.
down.
And if
Cool.
you ever want to talk movies, we're down for that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Let's
go.
I've got the worst opinions, but yeah.
Where can people of the internet find you, Dan? Where can they find you?
Twitch RTGame, YouTube RTGame. You
It's
can
just
search.
RTGame.
It's just search the Drift King back in college. It'll show up. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
There you go. That's all you need, right?
Making the rounds these days.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you once again for listening to our episode of YOMP, and thank you so much to our patrons, and we hope to see you in the next episode. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.